It's the last time you say my name, bitch. Another page gone, another hoe. Who the fuck you talking to? Let's go. 5 foot fraud, always running your gums. Shut your mouth. Cry like a bitch when that pressure comes. Broken begging, little pocket with pride. Get a job. Grown women for a phone on live. Damn. Bills overdue, but you flash fake stacks. Twerking for likes, knees snapping on track. Knees gone. Claim you hustle, you ain't move no bag. Never. Only trap you run is the trash you drag. Instead of babies, drag it side, bitch. She deserve it. She deserve it. Pedo talk got you hot on the list. Bend over, Nola, the 5 foot fall. Lead back to bottom with no backbone at all. Strawberry lipstick, hips, blonde tip. Begging for bills with a prepaid flip. Twerking for crumbs, still dreaming of fame. Screens up, now you ain't got a name. Another one down, next one toast. We taking every back up just like the first post. Call yourself kin, that's comedy, sis. Wig too stiff and your shade don't hit. DL dummy, loud online. But nothing grown men every single time. Arguing with women, that's your lane. But this diss track proves we ain't the same. Twerking in that wig should've put you to shame. Now you tryna rebrand your tired ass name. Blonde hair flip with them hips too wide. You a cartoon bottom tryna fake nigga wide. Talk slick till a real one press you. Now you bent like the app that left you. Pedo behavior, that's a case in wait. Keep running your mouth, you gon' meet that fate. Tag in the mirror, gag in the mouth. Took another L when your Wi-Fi went out. Load the phone, no mods, no clout in sight. All gone. You a lonely ass bottom wearing women's tights. Bend over, no love, the 5 foot fall. Another fake kin with no game at all. Wig stiff, bang low, ego crack. Whole channel gone, never came back. Working on YouTube, caught on tape. Tryna be bold, girl, pump your brakes. You a broke ass pedo, put this nigga on the list. From New Orleans to nothing, you won't be missed. Gone for them. You got dread, you got bad, you got bad. Bitch, stay off mine. It's gonna be worse next time.
Hey guys, welcome to the castle. If you are new here, welcome. And if you're not new, welcome back. Who's down for a late night chit chat? We have open panel. I'll title it later. I don't even know what I want to talk about, but I'm here, okay? Because I just knew it was somebody like, where is VQ? All right. So yeah, I had to pull myself together like, girl, get it together. But hey, Clarissa. Clarissa was up here before we even started. What's up, Clarissa? Hey, Champagne. I don't even know if you guys are still around, but both of y'all was up in here before. All right, let's see. Hey, Golden. Hey, Wendy. Ooh, you said perfect timing. Image, you said perfect timing. Yeah. Oh, you just woke up from a nap? Girl. Hey, Rack. Oh, Adria. Hey, y'all. What y'all doing up? Hey, Charmaine. But yeah, I do have the link pinned. Anybody want to come up here? Because I'm going to tell you something. Crazy. I think I got everybody. Hold up. Do I? Y'all just saying hi to each other. You said platinum plus pen. Yeah, you're right. Golden said, please share the live. Hey, Steven. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Steven, for your $5. You said, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for your support, Steven. I appreciate you. I don't know if you're working, Steven, but we're going to be here for a little bit to keep your company. Actually, it's two of them. So thank you so much. All right, what else? But hey, y'all. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Cocoa Butter. Hey, girl. My little StreamYard thing is glitchy. It's glitchy to put the comments up here. Hey, VMC63. How you doing? And guys, if I miss you, I apologize. It's not intentional. Hey, Cocoa Butter. Hey, girl. It's been a minute. Hey, Clarissa. Oh, Clarissa is still up in here. Guys, if I miss you, I'm not trying. So, okay, it is like 12:25 in the morning. Hey, Mel. Melly Mel is up in the building. Morgan Banks is too. You see, I'm working. You want some money on the football game, so you just showing support. Thank you, Steven. Ooh, what's your favorite team? Let me know what's your favorite football team. If you mind sharing. If you don't mind sharing, then if you don't want to share, then don't share. Okay. But thank you guys so much. Hey, Copper. Y'all are up late. Oh my gosh. I know I skipped something golden. Golden. Golden gifted a membership. I can't see it right now. I got to get my chat up, y'all. But yes, I saw somebody that was Charmaine asking when the intro was playing, was it a new song? No, it's not a new song. And I'm going to try to see in a minute who got the membership, unless somebody want to tell me, because I can't see it right now, okay? Don't do it, Stevie. You will get doxxed. You said I don't have one. I just studied the stats. Oh, okay. That's what's up. But hey, Melly Mel. Hey, Daria. Lord Steven tell his football team they might try to duck. Image, you are funny. I thought it was a new one. No, Drea, it was the same one. But that just show you I be having stuff over here, but because you say you leave people alone, you just don't play the stuff, right? So y'all, let me tell you. Last night while we were live, right? We probably had like a good hour left into that live because we was live 3 hours. Dead Rose went live. I thought she was going live from the title because I did see when it pop up. I ain't got to say I don't watch people. I very much do. I'm subscribed too. So when she went live, I got a notification and we just carried on with our live. So then when um, we got off live. She was still live. And I was like, you know what? Let me go click on and go be nosy. Oh, she's cussing us out. And I'm looking like, Lord, what did I do to this lady? Now, who was up in here? You said congrats 12. So 12 was who got it? Congrats 12. 12 100 WW for life received the gifted membership. Thank you guys so much. But yeah, you said I saw that, but didn't want to say anything in the chat. Yeah, I saw when she went live. Yeah, so I'm looking like, what in the world? I know I was live and she was not the topic, so I don't even know where that came from. But I say, you know what? I'm gonna go get myself ready to go to bed because I got to be up in a couple hours for school. Okay, so that's just what I did. Woke up, the live was gone. I was like, whatever, who cares? It is what it is. So then I came on here today in the afternoon, probably like 12-ish, 1 o'clock-ish, somewhere around there. Here it is. I'm like, I was cussed out and everything already, and I'm looking like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hey, hon,
Hey.
I did not expect you to be up.
Oh, girl, please. I got something to say to that bitch.
I don't know anything that happened because I wasn't on here. It's just I heard little bits and pieces. So I don't have a clap back. I can't clap back to something that I missed and the video is gone. So you could go ahead, Plat. I don't even have nothing to say about the live. I can't clap back to something I didn't see or hear.
She's mad because I didn't backtrack. Listen, bitch, since you wanna golly.
Oh, you
I'm
talking
so
about
damn
Dead
mad.
Rose. Okay.
Bitch, let's get this straight right now. You thought I was gonna backtrack? Bitch, nah. I said you stink because you do stink, bitch. You funky, musty, raggedy half body hoe.
Oh,
You left
Lord.
shit droplets all on the carpet like a damn trail, letting everybody know exactly where your shitty ass bag been. 4 days, ho. 4 fucking days. You sat in that living room like a swatter's ass ghost. Nobody sat with you. Why the fuck you lying? Nobody sat out there with you. And like, where the people at that saw me sitting out there with you? Bitch, you stink. Polluting the whole, polluting the whole air supply in the damn living room. Y'all, nobody saw me sitting out there with that bitch. She was marinating in her own fucking funk like it was a new cologne. Shit, I'm so sick of this bitch. Listen, she brought this shit up again. She want to rehash it because I left it alone, and she want to keep talking about it, and then have the nerve to have me blocked. So, bitch, I'm gonna say it right here. Oh yeah, let's not talk about how you was scared to wash up in the tub because the dog used it. Bitch, don't play with me. My dog smell way better than you and look better than you. The
Girl,
dog have more respect for people than you do, bitch. You funky cooler washing bag leaking trick. That bitch love to get up here running her fucking mouth too. But in Atlanta, she ain't say shit. She ain't pop a single damn thing. Quiet as a mouse, except for when she was online. Oh yeah, and don't forget about the apologies. I will never accept an apology from that bitch. She's straight trash. Everybody that she ever said sorry to, she dragged right after that. That fucking mouth don't never fucking close. I'm so ooh, unless it's a bottle or a blunt in that bitch or something else.
thank
But
you,
nobody don't even
Coco.
want her to do that because she stink.
Thank you so much, Coco. I
And bitch,
appreciate your support. My bad, Plat.
don't ever fix your dirty mouth to bring up the fact that you trying to tell these people I lied on your stinking ass. I told the truth and you know I did. You stink, bitch. You been stinking. And if you don't like the truth, bitch, that's your problem. And I just got one more thing to say about my damn And since you want to bring up my son out your nasty ass mouth, let me set this straight. My son don't need a damn thing from you, bitch. You the one that come online begging people for shit. I never asked you or nobody for nothing. So don't even talk about what the fuck. Listen, whatever I do for him, I do it for him, and I don't need nobody to help me do it for him. I'm a good fucking mother, bitch. You mad because you need help? God knew exactly what He was doing when He did what He did to you. You talk so much shit, bitch. You couldn't even fight when you had legs. All you do is run that fucking mouth, and it's all shit coming out of it. Shit coming out of every hole in your fucking body, bitch. That's how bad. That's how bad you stink. Talking, why did she bring that up? I left that shit alone. Why did she bring that shit up? Because she wanted me to say, oh, I lied. Bitch, you know I didn't lie. You thought I was going to say, yeah, I lied. You thought I was going to say that. Bitch, my name ain't your friend over there. I'm done. Just keep my son name out your mouth and stop calling him that word, bitch. And I still
Yeah,
didn't even think about nothing to say about your kids because I would never do that. You just
that
mad because you're not a good mother.
that was this good. I did hear it, and I very much recorded it. Yeah, I was talking about your son gonna be YAG.
My son is a whole man at 12 years old. She just wish that her daughters could have a man like my son gonna be.
Like you got the floor, honey. Cause the whole only thing I saw was when she went live going off on you, then call herself trying to drag me. I'm looking like, girl, bye. What is it a clap back to?
She ain't qualified to raise no kids. Only thing she qualified to raise is that damn smell she carrying the fuck around every damn day. Bitch, that basement is corroded with shit, bitch. You stink. That basement stink. It gotta stink because you left that living room stinking. Ho.
Oh, so oh damn, Platt gone. I was gonna bring my oh she saw Marcus and whatever, but damn she dropped the microphone. She didn't even tell me bye. She like I'm out of here. Oh, hey Cam, how you doing? Maybe she got kicked off because Platt dropped the microphone and got the hell up off the Clarissa, stop. Stop it, Clarissa. Oh my God. Oh my God, no. I didn't even expect Platt to come up here, much as to come right now. I thought Platt probably don't went to damn sleep or something. You see, I'm trying to catch up with the castle alone. Uh-uh. You see, I guess her team listen where they at? I don't know. It's okay. But yeah, for real, I definitely missed his live this morning, but I did hear, I don't know if Golden want to talk about it, but I did hear that Platinum went on the panel talking, defending me. And I heard that Golden went on the panel too. So I do want to say thank you to Platinum because I wasn't there to speak for myself, which I wouldn't. I will never. You're not gonna see me dropping down in that chat. Okay, it is what it is. I'm not dropping down in no chat. I'm not going on no panel. That y'all ain't gonna get that. So don't even look for it. All right. But yeah, that piss song getting made tonight. Drea, stop. But so as far as his life, I ain't got no clap back. I didn't hear whatever. Who cares? But the whole sun drag, I don't care. Do what you do. And then when it comes to when Sunbum went live, like girl, nothing you say about me will not affect me. So it is what it is. Like, didn't I tell y'all last night? Copper, Copper, you're right. Copper. So apparently, everybody that's up in here, if you're confused, right? Let me start over from where before Platinum came up. Apparently, this morning, Nola went live. From what I'm hearing, Platinum and Golden went on the panel, and it was a whole exchange back and forth. Did anything get resolved? I'm not sure. I can't speak on something that I did not see. So then later this evening, tonight, Sunbum went live, and she was over there for like a good, I'd say 45, 40 minutes, whatever, talking about Plat. And then after that, she started talking about me. And I'm looking like, it be the same reads over and over and over and over, girl. Whatever. Get a life. Like, it's just misery. Misery. You say, well, damn, we missed it. Yeah. It's just straight up misery. That's what it screams to me. So, next caller, please. Yeah, the link is open. Anybody want to come up here? Hit the link. I just figure I'm going to hop on, guys, because if I didn't, then y'all probably was going to be bored. Goldie, you still here? You say you miss Sunbomb, Shake My Head? Girl, it's a lot going on out here. And then I know uh when it come to Westy's a liar. You see how she just sat there and said basically this is her first time making $1,000 on YouTube? That's not true. That's not true. I had my glasses on reading that chat. Patricia was pissed. Wait, on the first live or the second live? On the live that she did with him or the live that she did by herself? Because when I realized that she was live, it actually was like damn near 30 minutes later. Mm-hmm. So I had to rewind. You said, "Oh, okay, some more F shit." Yeah, it screams misery. Oh, the Nola live. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's rinse and repeat. Somebody asked me today, like, damn, when is this gonna end? It's just never ending. I say, hell, I've been left these people alone. It's them just going on and on and on and on and on. Last night I ain't even say nothing about this lady. Nothing. And it was an epic fail because I'm over here minding my own business with my people just chilling. And then here it is. Here it is, right? You go live cussing me out and I'm looking like, girl, what the hell I said to you or did to you? Wait, Platinum one's back too? I didn't know Plat. It's saying that your device not connected.
Who, me?
Platinum.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you. Plathead came back too.
Okay.
Yeah, Golden. So did y'all see Marcus on
Well, let me
Lemon's
tell y'all about
panel?
Westy
No?
Bestie. Huh? Well,
They
you
said
guys got to
Marcus
come
was
up.
on
If
Lemon's
somebody saw
panel.
Marcus on his panel, well, please share that. I didn't know Marcus was on this panel. Now, let me tell you all about Westy Bestie. Bestie Westy. I think Vibes mentioned it. Did you all hear her talking about like this was her first time ever making 1,000? If you all look in February of 2025, on February 23rd, 2025, she's posted that she made 1,000 back then. Also, 2 months ago, she has a video and it's titled, My YouTube Pays for My Bills. So what happened to the YouTube money paying her bills this past month? The girl is such a liar. But did you all see before you guys came to Vibes' channel? I just clicked on there, because I'm waiting on Vibes to come on live. And Momo, I don't know if I don't know what he brought to the room. If it was like a Go-Gurt or something. I guess it was a snack of some sort.
I'm not hearing you anymore, Golden. You say, oh, you can see me now, Glossy LOL, so tell me why they fell out. Where Glossy at?
I accidentally, I didn't even know I was off. I don't even know what part I left off on. But did you all see just not long ago when Momo came with a snack? I don't know if it was a Go-Gurt, but he showed it to her and she told him, no, you haven't even ate yet. And I looked at the clock and it's almost 12 midnight, her time. Did y'all see that? And then I looked again and she was telling him to go to bed. I'm like, well, shit, I guess he's going to go to bed hungry then. What does she mean he has not even had anything to eat yet? So he couldn't have a snack, but make it make sense. She too busy on there with her little nightgown and stuff, hoping that it drop a little bit for the men to watch her look at her breasts. And ain't caring, not giving a you know what about that boy.
Hey,
That girl
Glossy.
is
I
a
didn't
mess. Let
even
me look
see
at the
when
comments.
Glossy came up in here. Hey, Queen Spirit. Hey, Glossy. Hey, everybody I missed. I don't even see. You said Charmaine,
You
she
know
can't.
what, Copper? I'm sorry.
So who
I'm
y'all
sorry.
talking about? You say no sound for gold. I'm trying to see what's going on in the chat. You say, oh, now you can see me, Glossy. LOL. So tell me why they fell out. I'm trying to scroll back. Something is going on down here. Some you said that's not true, Charmaine. What did Charmaine say? Charmaine said I said Warlord fell out because wait. I said Warlord fell out because she was making him choose, but now he is letting them tell him where to go. I don't think so. I don't think so, Charmaine. So maybe that's why Glossy said that's not true, Charmaine. Charmaine, she thinks that Mimi was speaking for us and she wasn't sure. Oh, let me put it up here. Charmaine, she thinks that Mimi was speaking for us and she wasn't. She was just speaking what she knew wrong. I don't think so. I mean, I could be wrong. Listen, I don't think so because he still be here with us. You say, oh, you can see me now, Glossy LOL, so tell me why they fell out.
Who fell out?
I'm trying to pay attention to the comment, trying to see what's going on. He said, Charmaine, she can't make a grown man do ish. He made a choice. She been telling him to go to bed for over an hour. Or Cindy talking to you. Hey, Glossy. You said Warlord isn't here. He should be able to speak for himself. So let's leave that alone, in my opinion. Yes, I agree. You know, I love to talk about people when they're here. So yeah. Warlord is a castle resident, guys. And that's why, you know what, to be honest, I really wish all of this madness would stop. I want when Mimi, Glossy, Warlord come in the chat, they're comfortable. At the end of the day, they are a castle resident. I mean, they want to be here, obviously, so they came here. Let's just leave that shit alone. Okay, I don't even know what to say. Because, yes, you're right. He's not here, so let's leave it alone. Jesus. He said Warlord is his own person. He does what he wants. You said, what the hell is going on? You said he is now. Warlord is here? Oh, Lord. Well, there he is, Copper. Go. You say he's in the house. He just came. Okay, what? I don't know what I'm supposed to be asking him, though. I don't like putting people on the spot, y'all. When I initially came live, I didn't think that I was coming live to like start no drama. Like I said, I don't have a clap back. I don't have a rebuttal. I can't rebuttal something I didn't hear. You know what I mean? So I don't care. I don't care what Nola talk about or say about me. He's not my man. His opinions does not matter. To me, it don't. How somebody on the internet gonna tell me about me, tell me about my life? We don't know each other. If I'm a bum, you a bum. I be home, you're home. So I don't give a shit. I think that dude, let me just keep it all the way real. That dude is obsessed with me. Every minute he join my membership, then he leave the membership, then he come right back in my membership. He literally paid because he want to see my every move, okay? On this app. It is what it is. And I'm waiting for him to say he's not in my membership. He was live one day and he said he dropped down in somebody's chat in Beef Sector, and the troll name was that he dropped down, I think it was audio, sit on my face, whatever, whatever. When he joined the membership over here, because first he was on over here under his real account. Then when he joined the membership again, he was on sit on my face. As soon as I saw the name, I instantly remembered the name from the live chat, from the live streaming he did, right? So then I guess he must have thought about it and changed the name to grandson and whatever. So come on now. I know it's you. I know it's him. But he said, I'm doing what and I'm doing what. Every time you leave my membership, you come right back on another account because he's trying to make me think that it's not him, but I know it's you. I know it's him. So it is what it is. He said, no, it was just a little in his feelings. We spoke. Well, there it is. Let me see. He said, LOL, it's okay. Put me on the spot. I'm warming up some food anyway. I don't have any questions for you or whatever. It was somebody in the chat said, it was somebody up there earlier said something about you chose a side or something, and I'm like, I don't think so. Or they're like telling you where to go or whatnot. But I mean, you're here, so hey, Queen Spirit. To me, honestly, guys, I don't care. Do I enjoy them being in my chat? Yes, I do. I wish the whole damn thing would just stop and we would go back minding our business. And remember, before all of this started happening this week, days ago, we was over here. We were talking about all kind of random crap, laughing, talking. It was never about them. I wanted to get back to that, where we're actually talking about other stuff and just tune them out again. They could come on here every day, all day, and scream my name. Guys, it does not affect me. I don't care. Okay? They could go make 50, 11 troll accounts and do whatever they want to do. Don't nobody care. All right? Somebody always tell me, somebody on here, and they know who they are. Girl, if Unbothered was a person, it would be you. Okay? Guys, that shit these people be talking about, going one ear, go to the other. I'd be like, oh, well. So not bothered about what the hell they talking about. He said, tell her at least give you a refund if you want to control the chats you're in. I said he didn't let, okay, here it is. I said he didn't let I tell him where to go, so don't let someone tell him now. Okay. So yeah, Charmaine was talking about you and I said whatever. Oh, shit. And that coming for Warlord. You said anyway, we're platinum, she's on fire. Plat, I played that song when we came earlier. And if I sound tired, guys, I am a little bit. I just literally came and I'm like, I'm going to come on here until I wind down enough and I'm ready to go to sleep. That's it. Even if I'm here for an hour, I'm good. He said, oh, her. I've been stopped messing with that lady. He said, Warlord, that's what I'm saying. I don't know where the personal beef came in from. Yeah, and it took everybody, it took everybody by surprise because I guess what threw everybody off was everybody seemed to be getting along except those two. Last night, I literally told myself that I probably was just going to go live on membership. We have so many members now to the point where I could go live on membership and he won't even have access to our video. And what was going to be the topic this morning when he don't have access to our video? He don't have no content if we do not talk about him. Gordon, you forgot how I told you how powerful we are? It's 3 of them on here. If we don't go live, they don't have content the next day. Well, now it seemed like 4. Dead Rose and her little minions and Nola, Sunbum, all of them. All 4 of them. They don't have content unless we go something and talk about something. Gordon, are you still here?
I'm here. I was letting you talk. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care. For real. So all that, whatever. You said he's all right. As far as the 3 of us go, I can't speak on personal beefs though. I just want to make this clear, right? Let me say this real quick. The thing is, guys, seriously, and this not for Warlord, Glossy, or any. This just for a random statement, right? At what point do we got to look in the mirror and be like, what am I doing? If you're a mother, a grandmother, a father, just an adult, period, and you're sitting off this app and then you log on YouTube and you see anybody live and you want to drop down in their live, but the first thing you gotta say is, oh, if I drop down in this chat, is Golden gonna get mad? If I drop down over here, is Drea gonna get mad? Image gonna get mad? Let the day come when it's time to pay your phone bill and you don't pay it and see if Golden, Drea, image or anybody that's gonna get mad gonna pay it for you. And even if they pay it for you, how grown are you again? How grown are you again? It's ridiculous. And here we are trying to tell our kids, oh, don't be a follower, be a leader and all of this stuff. But we have grown people coming on the app and literally being controlled, whether it's mentally, emotionally, or whatever. And then it's so uncomfortable because the minute you drop down in the chat, you might see the person messaging you, why you in that chat? Why you over there talking to them? I'll be like, look, who the F are you? Because at the end of the day, ain't nobody telling me where to go in real life. So why would I even want to deal with that on YouTube? And this don't go, like I said, for anybody. It's just time to self-reflect and think about, like, what am I really doing? Let me ask you something. If you're off YouTube and you're in a relationship, right? Whether it's a domestic partnership or you're just dating, and you start talking to a woman or a man and they're so controlling. You can't do nothing. You can't talk on the phone. You can't go here. You can't go there. Wouldn't you eventually just somehow get away from that person and cut them off? So if you don't want to deal with a toxic person offline in your real life, why are you signing up for it on YouTube? Why? Yeah, that's what's going on, Abs. From what I'm gathering through from the whole live this morning. You say you think people are mad at Warlord, Glossy, and Mimi for being in certain chats. Yeah. And I kind of knew that when they came over here, it was going to be an issue. But grow up already. Grow up. Okay? Now, I could clearly see if every day we came live and we was talking about these people, then of course they'll be like, well, they're over there talking about us and our mods are in the chat while they're bashing us and whatever. Anybody gonna have to feel some type of way. Because if I'm sitting right here and all my moderators are in a chat bashing the hell out of me and yay in the amen section and whatever, I would feel some type of way. I'd be like, damn, you supposed to be my moderator, but you in the chat in the amen section clapping it up, bashing me, calling me names, doing all this. That's just human nature. You are going to feel some type of way. First of all, let me take that back talking about moderator or supporter, period. Whether they got a wrench or they don't have a wrench, you're going to feel some type of way. Because you be like, damn, this person be in my chat laughing and talking with me. That's fake. Hey,
Hey,
Golden. Hey,
can you hear me?
I can hear you now. You went back on mute as soon as you asked me, can you hear me?
Yeah, I was letting you finish up, and my background is kind of loud right this second.
Oh, yeah, I can hear you. You said I'm going to stay away from Glossy. So, yes, I don't want when they come over here, guys, then they're literally just sitting there feeling, uncomfortable or whatever. That's not the tone that I try to set in the castle. And it just don't go for Glossy, Warlord, Mimi, or any. It goes for everybody. When everybody stop by the castle, I want you to feel welcome. I want you to feel like we're at home. We're just chilling. You drop down in the chat, you're not getting attacked. You know what I mean? It's in our freaking theme song, for crying out loud. So no, y'all know it's always just a soothing vibe. It's always a safe space. Even when the whole streets be acting crazy and everybody doing the most, it's safe over here. It's always been that way. You said, ask my parents, ain't nobody ever been able to control me. I know. I know. You say if people will take notice anytime they are being spoke about, they dismiss themselves from the chat. And that's the thing, because I be sitting here and I feel bad, like even last night. They're in the chat and they're at peace, but I know I have to address something. And then when I start addressing it, you don't think that makes them feel uncomfortable? Because I'm going to give you an example, right? I went over there to Montez just now. And when I went over there to Montez live, he was live right before we came live. The thing is, I mod for him and I mod for Marcus, right? So of course I'm not trying to get in the middle of it. But Montez was so upset. He said he is offended that Marcus would think that he would lie to him about being shot or whatever. So Montez been putting up screenshots all day. He went live. He was showing, the medication, the discharge papers. And it's sad to me because I was actually there with him. What I said last night was he probably was in shock, all that medication that he was on. The story might didn't go exactly how it went or whatever when he was retelling it, because he was drugged up, heavily medicated. And I said I wasn't even defending him or anything like that. But I want to put this out there because I don't know how many people know about this. And I don't even know if Marcus know about this. But one thing I'm not going to do, I'm not going to try to get in there, whatever they have going on, because I know at the end of the day, Montez cares a lot about Marcus, right? But the point I was trying to make, then I'm going to tell you the story. The point I was trying to make is I went in the chat because he's talking about being shot and telling his story time. I didn't know that he was going to start talking about Marcus. So out of nowhere, he started talking about, I'm disappointed in Marcus, da-da-da, whatever. I can't tell him how to feel because his feelings are very valid. That's how he feels, right? So I stayed out of it. But do it make me feel uncomfortable a little bit? Because at the end of the day, I'm like, oh, Lord. So now I'm caught up in the middle. I'm in the chat. But I have two choices. I could leave or I could just stay in the chat and mind my business. And that's just what I did. Stayed in the chat. Please hit the like button, hit the cash app. I don't have no input to add about anything because I know that if they have a conversation, this could easily be resolved. The point I'm trying to make is when I initially clicked on the live, I thought that he was just going to be telling the story time about when he got shot. When he switched gears suddenly and started talking about he disappointed in Marcus, I didn't know that was coming. Here it is. I support both of them. So of course that makes me feel uncomfortable. So I am fully aware that when I sit here and I'm talking about like I'm talking right now, and if I just stop talking about that and immediately start talking about, yeah, F you, Sunbomb, and this and that and whatever, they're automatically going to feel uncomfortable in the chat. And that's not the tone that I want around me at all. Everybody that come around me, I want you to feel happy and welcome. Even if you was in a jacked up mood before you came over here with me, I want by the time you leave, you're feeling better. I pay attention. The supporters in the castle, if they're sick, they come and they tell me that they're sick. If they was in the hospital and they just got out of the hospital, they come and tell me that they was out of the hospital. If they have a death in the family, they come over here and they tell us whatever they're going through because they feel safe. They know that we're compassionate. They know that we're always going to shower them with love. And why do they come over here and tell us that? Because they feel comfortable in sharing their story. And I don't want to change that tone that we have over here. It's peaceful. All right? You said I didn't feel welcome vibes. I didn't get no chocolate. And I'm trying, let me get caught up with y'all in the comment. You so crazy. You say I love it at the castle. Thank you, Cam. I appreciate that. You said, Warlord, I wouldn't hurt you. You said he is spiraling. You said people could, yeah, exactly. People could go where they want. It's the respect that counts. Yes. Yeah. You said, I don't like how he was handled either, honestly. See, I wasn't there to see it. I wasn't there to see it. I think they could
I,
work that out. Marcus is sensible. I'm sorry, Golden.
I have a question because I wasn't there initially when whatever was taking place and when Montez was in the car with him, the vehicle with him. Why did Marcus feel that way? Did someone reach out to Marcus to tell him that Montez was lying or something? Because I didn't really watch Montez's live, but I clicked on it for a second, and I do recall he was in the hospital. So, I don't know what happened or what made Marcus believe that it was something not truthful about it. Did somebody reach out to him? Does anyone know, like, the backstory of that? How did Marcus even start? I mean, how did this even come about?
I don't. I don't even know how the girl came about or not. I still haven't watched the live or the video from yesterday with Montez though. And the video about Montez lied and whatever. I didn't watch neither one yet. I've been so busy, guys, I can't get nothing done. You said Marcus feels as if the story does not add up. Yeah, but I mean, Marcus was at the hospital with Montez in real time the day after he got shot. When he got out of surgery, he was laying in the hallway by the nurse station. Marcus did go did the interview that he posted a video. So what happened from the time, all of that. But guys, let me tell you this. If you're missing the key parts of this story, when Montez, which now everybody can stop saying he's lying because he just put up the paperwork over there and it was dated August 25th, I think. August 20 something. Don't quote me on the 20 whatever right now, right? But yeah, it's posted over there. That is proof now. He came out with the receipts, honey, from Grady that he was in fact shot. Okay. What I will say is, are you guys missing the point that Montez also have a post, and I did comment on that post because I actually felt bad. Okay. When Montez initially got shot, he went live. And then I didn't know about the live. Somebody actually told me about the live. So then I went over there and I watched the live. He was in the back of the ambulance and it was a woman paramedic, sounded like she was more to his left, and the male paramedics to the right. And it was another paramedic, like towards like probably the front of the truck, like doing something like on like a little counter or something. So it seemed like it was maybe three of them in the truck, right? But anyway, they was asking Montez like what happened, how many times he think he was shot. He said four initially. He said four times, right? So then maybe because he heard the pew pew went off four times, he maybe assumed that it was four times. Who knows? I don't know. But the point is, he went on to say, like, when the lady asked him what was his date of birth, he told her. When she asked him what was his social, he told her. And he also told the lady that he was on YouTube Live. So she went as far as told him that if he is on YouTube Live, that means everybody on YouTube now heard his social, right? Anyway, long story short, then he was even cracking jokes talking about how he was married to a tuna, and the lady said she didn't understand what that meant. And then he said, "Oh, because ain't nothing worse than going down on the female that smelled like a tuna. That was supposed to be his ex-wife or whatever. So being shot can't be worse than that." Okay. And yeah, it was a whole little exchange. And then I don't know if when the male paramedic took the phone, that's what ended the live, but the live ended. So when Montez went live again, that's the second time. I said, Montez, please go put the first live on private or remove it because it have all your info in it, right? And he was like, really? I said, yeah, yeah, your social and everything. So then he was like, good looking out, queen, whatever. So he had removed the video. Now, did he put the video on private or unlisted or deleted it? I don't know. I didn't have the link. Okay. So, yeah, that's the point I'm trying to make. People, why would if he didn't get shot, why would the paramedics be asking him how many times all of this stuff about the gunshot and all of this stuff. They wouldn't be asking those questions, guys, if he didn't get shot. You know what I mean? Why was he in the back of the ambulance and all of that? So yeah, I
You
don't
just helped
know.
jog my memory. I do recall that because I was thinking to myself, why would he? I know those people was wondering why did he
Look,
crack
look,
that joke
Marcus.
about that tuna stuff?
Look,
Huh? Marcus is
look
there?
at the screen. Uh huh. Hey,
Oh, hey,
Marcus.
Marcus.
What's going on? What's going on?
Hey.
Yeah. I mean, I
What
saw y'all was
happened?
talking about the Montez stuff. I just wanted to be here to answer any questions that y'all had or anything like that.
So in this, okay, it's
Oh,
good to see you, Marcus. Go ahead. You
Absolutely,
could
both of
go
y'all as
first,
well.
Golden. You could go
well,
first.
question number one, did you see his receipts?
I didn't. I didn't. Let's see. Let's
It's,
uh
it's on
let's
this
let's look.
community tab.
It's the Montez.
And you know what,
Okay.
vibes? I didn't watch his whole live, but I do recall that part when he was in the paramedics and he started kind of like cracking some little jokes or something and they didn't catch on when they were working on him. I totally forgot about that part.
But
I think
the
that's
thing
really
about
the
it
only
is,
social security number.
Golden, can you say that again, please? I don't know what the hell. I was doing something, and I know you said something about social, and
Oh, no,
say it
no, no,
again,
no. It's
please.
not. I just said it then when he called out his social security number. But go ahead. I'm done.
I thought you wanted to
Okay.
ask Marcus the questions first.
Yeah. No. Well, I mean, the first thing you said was, did I see the receipts? So I'm just taking a look at them. So I see the receipts. I see the receipts, right? The one thing that current health issues, and it says gunshot wound of the right thigh and the femur. So I see that. But
Marcus,
if you recall, I never said that I didn't believe he was shot. I actually maintained neutrality on that particular point, right? So even when the young lady was saying she didn't believe it and this and that and the third, I said, hey, I don't know, I can't speak to whether he was shot or not shot or this, that, or the third. But I did maintain that when you lie, it makes everything else that you say a little bit less believable. So,
Marcus, all I'm gonna say is Montez is over there. He's very hurt. I think he's more disappointed because he have you up here, and for you to like come off at like 1%, I don't believe you. He's really torn up about that.
well, I don't think so. I mean, like I say, there's nothing to be torn up about. I never said that I didn't believe him, right? So, of course, when you're delivering the content, there needs to be some type of, drama. There needs to be something, right? And so, of course, you're going to lean into that if that's what the young lady said. But I myself, on the live and any other time, never said I didn't believe that he was shot. And I just maintained like a very neutral position to where, hey, I don't know if he was shot. I don't know if he was not shot. I do know that when the story that he was telling just didn't sound very credible. And not necessarily the part about whether or not he was shot, but the details surrounding the story, right? So I pointed out in the live yesterday that he basically said that when he got in the car, that the young lady that he was with said, "You're ruining our date," after he was shot. And of course, when she was on the phone live, she said something completely different. Right? Listen, it's 1 o'clock. Let me go ahead and throw these on. All right.
Wait, what the hell?
Just reading,
Not
reading, reading one of the comments in the chat. But anyway, yeah, the long and short of it is that, listen, I mean, the story didn't sound credible for as far as the details. So that's all that it was. It's not me saying I didn't believe that he was actually shot. But was there questions surrounding it? Yes, there was. And I'm not gonna say and sugarcoat that, right?
Marquesa, can you tell us what the white girl said happened?
Yeah, I mean the long and I'll give you the summary version. She basically said that after he was shot, well, she said that when they were in the club or whatever it was, that he was like going like in and out all night. So I guess it was on some type of weird type shit or whatever. And then when the whole thing happened and he ended up getting shot, that basically she was like, dude, like you need to go to the hospital. Like, let me take you to the hospital. And that he was like just, I guess, frantic or whatever, and was just like, F you, just I don't want to go nowhere with you or something like that. And that he was basically like, you can just take me to this gas station, take me to this gas station, and that's where he ended up getting out at, or something like that. So that's the long and short of it, right? You can go back to the live if you want to see everything that she said, but that's the long and short of it.
Yeah, I did recommend that everybody go and watch the live. Last night I told them that there was a live and a video about the whole thing.
Right, and I mean, if you want to get the condensed version, you could just go to the video because I put the most important parts of the conversation in the video. So the first part of the video was just the interview with him, and then the second part is the phone call when we were in the car. For anybody that wants to just go kind of check on it right away, type deal.
Yeah. If Ahmad don't mind dropping that link to that video for me, that I'll really appreciate it.
Well, Mark,
Thank you.
Well, I'll say this, right? You're
Mark, did
saying
you
her
ever that
story.
maybe he was? I'm sorry.
No, no, no. Go ahead.
No, I was going to ask you. Did you ever think that maybe Montez was high? And that could be the reason why the story didn't really sound right, and his behaviors towards the girl. Maybe he was high, and maybe he didn't
Well,
want to share that part, or tell you that
well,
he'd been
well.
taking something, or maybe somebody put something in his drink.
Well, he doesn't mind telling us when he's high. That's not something that he would shy away from. And then him being high in the hospital when he told the story the first time is the reason why I got up with him the second time, because he said, "Hey, I was high. Let me clear it up." That type of stuff. So that's why I pulled up on him. Was because it was like, all right, well, let's get the version now that you're sober and out of the hospital. And it turned out to be pretty much the same exact version. And so, you know, it still didn't sound right. It still had details that sounded screwy, right? He walked in the club and they was like, "Big money's in the building, big money's in the building." Like, I guess I don't think that happened on Camilton Road, right? Maybe you got to be here to know, but I just don't think. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it happened that way, is unlikely, in my opinion. Okay. So it's just details like that, right? That just sounded really crazy. He said at one point that, the guy, pointed the gun in his face and he casually just kind of took his arm and moved the gun out the way. Again, doesn't sound very credible, if I'm being honest, right? So there were just details about the story that just kind of sounded crazy. And so and then when the white girl said that, there was basically no blood in her car, right? That's really weird. That's like, and she sounded credible when she said it. She didn't sound uneasy about it or anything else. She was very adamant that there was no blood in the car. So Copper was saying her story don't add up because she said he didn't get shot, but you told him let's go to the hospital. I think that I think that in hindsight, when everything was settled and she like took a look at the car and that type of stuff, is when she was saying, "Well, there was no blood in the car." But I think in the moment is when she was saying, "Let's go to the hospital." Right? So, I'm not saying that he didn't get shot. Right? Let me make that clear. And according to the receipts that he posted, he in fact got shot. Right? So I'm not refuting that, but I am saying that the story sounded screwy, and I'm not gonna retract that statement, right?
Oh, I did tell him that maybe y'all can have a conversation. That was earlier before we came live. He was live. I said I'm gonna just stay out of it because I think y'all can have a conversation. It could be resolved.
Well,
He didn't
Montez had
disrespect you though. He said that
listen.
he's just more. disappointed.
Montez has my number, so he can reach out directly if he needs to. It's not a big deal. Like I say, I didn't say anything that I would take back or anything like that. I didn't say that he didn't get shot. I maintained a neutral position, and now that I see, some more of the receipts, more so leaning towards the fact that he got shot. But
Hmm.
it's just still like, you know, the young lady was making some good points, and in the moment, because he was um, kind of starting to unravel emotionally, and she was just very confident in what she was saying. It just kind of came off like, like she was really eating them up, and the things that she was saying kind of made sense, like if there was no blood, just all this that different stuff. So, but it's no biggie. It's not like a big deal. There's no beef or nothing like that. Me and Montez are perfectly fine. I have a right to doubt his stories. I've doubted him from the beginning. That's kind of the nature of that's one of the dynamics when it comes to our relationship. So that's not nothing new. It's not like this is the first time I've doubted his story. So
Oh, so Marcus, since I came live, I heard that you was on Lemon's panel. Well, you was over there fighting. You was
no,
getting
not
down
at
beef
all.
sector style.
No, not at all. Not at all. Lemon had left a comment on one of my lives a few days ago. And so I was just basically responding to the comment. I didn't see where he had like an Instagram or email or anything like that. I peek over there every now and again. So, I was over there. He had the panel link up. So I just decided to go up, right, and to see what it was that he wanted. And, he basically wanted to know like what the deal was, I guess, with Ken or whatever. I guess him and Ken had some back and forth or something like that, but it ended up being me talking about the situation that happened with Sonny because that's how that's the only reason why Ken is even involved. So and I know that she had been over there kind of slandering my name at certain points and things like that. So I just took it upon myself to say, hey, well, he reached out to me, so let me see what he wants. And when he told me what he wanted, I felt like it was a good time to just go ahead and address any of the bullshit that she had been telling about me in that sector. And so that's what happened.
Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. I'm gonna watch
Yep,
it.
yep. And now
Golden,
you better stay current on my stuff vibes.
I know I'm just busy with school. That's what's happening.
I don't want to hear it, vibes. I don't want to hear it. All right, you better. My videos are 20 minutes. Keep up. All right, keep up.
Golden, you
All
don't have
right.
nothing to say? Not Golden. Golden don't have nothing to say.
Huh? I didn't hear you. I some kind of way I was gone. What happened? What about Golden?
I said I'm surprised you don't have nothing to ask them. You laughing? She must be busy or something.
He kind of
Ooh,
answered what he needed to answer.
you're breaking up bad. You know what? I be forgetting every time we're live. I keep forgetting, even though it's 1:22, it's way earlier for them. So it still be a lot going on.
Yeah, it's still prime time over there in on the West Coast. So she's over
Hmm.
there. Uh huh. Yep. Yep.
You said Marcus. I guess you got a person in the chat for you, Marcus.
You say what?
Somebody down here.
Oh, Marcus fake. Montez never gave him a reason to distrust him, but he still believed Abby over him. I guess if you say so. I mean, like I say, the nature of me and Montez's relationship from the beginning has been me kind of questioning his, outrageous stories, right? And so that's not anything new. But we've also have communications on the back end and things that we've just talked about or things that have come up or whatever on the back end. And so, we have our own dynamic. Nothing's gonna be worried about it. If anything, he was just kind of embarrassed because he got cooked. He got cooked. All right. And I'm not, you know, when men deal with each other, right? And I understand that this is a female laden space, right? But when men deal with each other, it's incumbent upon them to, you know, be men and not sugarcoat anything and not, do all this, I believe you, bro, and all this other stuff if the story sounds crazy. I just have to keep it a buck and say the story sounds crazy. It doesn't mean that I don't believe you were shot, but it means that your story sounds crazy and the details are not necessarily adding up. So that's all it is. It's not a
I,
big deal.
yeah, I just took it that he was on all the different medications, so I was like, whatever. But I know he did lift the bandages up, the little tape with and the
Hmm.
gauze and all of that. He did all that on live. So, and I was the one telling him to put the thing back over it, don't get it infected. He was really trying to prove a point. Like, look, I did in fact get shot,
Like I
but
say, I mean, I don't listen. I don't not believe. I don't not believe that he got shot. He posted the receipts. It says gunshot wound, this and that and the third, as far as health issues. So that pretty much, to me, pretty much puts that to rest, right? Still doesn't mean that the details of his story were all the way true. And according to the conversation in real time that I heard, I would just lean towards what the young lady was saying as far as the details. Now, her questioning whether he got shot, I can understand why she would question it based on if there was no blood in the car and this, that, and the third. But, again, that's not, I wasn't dying on that hill with her. Okay. But I was, kind of noting that the things that she was saying as far as the details of the interactions they had and everything else, that stuff sounded more credible coming from her than his version of the story. That's all.
Marcus,
mm-mm.
Hmm.
have you ever thought that maybe she could have set him up?
It's a possibility. It's a possibility. I don't know for what though. I mean, Montez doesn't have much. I know he says his grill is $20,000, but again, that's one of those stories that, again, like y'all, I don't know if this is like seeming like something new to y'all, but like the whole dynamic between
But
me and Montez has been me not quite believing his outlandish stories. I don't believe this grill was $20,000. Like,
but wait, Marcus, she could be believing that. I mean, just like he's telling you these stories, a
hmm,
$20,000 grill. So, I mean, men lie all the time. So she could have believed that, oh, this dude got some money, and he might have been flow showing a couple of little $100 and, you know what I mean, buying drinks. So we don't know. If he's told these stories to other people, I'm
true
sure
enough.
he was probably flow showing.
True enough. I mean, he could have put himself in the cross. That's for sure. He definitely could have. But either way, again, like, come on, let's just use our most basic common sense, right? If someone got shot and they got in the car, do you think that the person would say, "You're ruining our first date," right? Because that's what he said happened after he was shot when he got back in the car with the young lady. And I questioned it both times that he told that story. Okay. And then lo and behold, when we get the young lady on the phone, she's like, hell no, that's not what happened. I said you need to go to the hospital, and he was freaking out. Now, if you notice his body language and everything else, when she was kind of unloading her perspective onto the conversation, he was starting to lose it. He was starting to lose it. And so if you are confident that you're telling the truth and things like that, you don't tend to be the person that's gonna like start to be like unraveling in real time. And that's what was happening. Like, go back and look at the video. It was and I was like, whoa, this dude is he's about to like almost feel like he was about to cry, to be honest with you. Right? So I mean, like, I gotta call a spade a spade. Like, I can't be fake about it. Okay, like I can't be fake about it. I owe it to my audience, the platform, and myself to just keep it a buck. It's too hard to keep up with lies.
Yeah. It is what it is. I
I
said I'm gonna
mean,
just stay
listen.
out of it.
Well, and I was there's no it though. That's what I'm saying. There's no it. There's no it. You know, I didn't see Montez on whatever live y'all talking about, but trust me, he's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. This is just how men would will deal with each other, and if his feelings are hurt, that's okay too. That's okay too. Okay, he'll be fine. I have every right to have what I consider to be a very valid opinion, which does not include denying that he actually got shot.
Ooh.
So, but I mean, listen, don't just take my word for it. Go back and look at the live.
Oh, I
Okay?
am. I
And
am.
to be honest with you, you don't even have to look at the live. You could just look at the video because I've got that's the part that I have on there. And so if you go to, you kind of go past the first 15 minutes or so, that should be around the time period where the phone call will start and you'll get to see it and you judge it for yourself, right? If someone's telling the truth, they don't tend to have the type of body language and energy that he was having. He had the body language and energy of someone that's like caught in a lie, if I'm just being honest.
Okay, I'll definitely watch it. I will. Lisa down there not having you. Lisa like, not today.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
not
but
going.
that's an immature take to say I'm fake and I would never be cool with someone who didn't believe me, as though people are not capable of telling untruths. Like, let me tell you something. Real friends are comfortable enough to keep it a buck with you. That's the truth,
That's true.
right? And it's fake to be someone who just wants to coddle and sugarcoat and acquiesce and everything else. It's like, nah, we ain't doing that. Like, especially like I say, not as men. We're not doing that. That's not how we operate, okay? We're gonna keep it funky with each other, and so that way, we can respect each other as men.
That is true. Your friend always gonna keep it a buck. Yeah. You say friends, how many of us have them? You say I believe my friends. Mm,
Copper says, not saying Mark is a narc, but narcs tend to take advantage of emotional situations because they remain calm, and the honest person is more emotional. Again, I disagree respectfully. Okay, I think that most people when they know that they're telling the truth, it's not to say that they won't get emotional, but if you look at his emotions, his body language, it reeked of I'm caught and I'm unraveling about it. Like I can't control the situation. I can't shut her up. She's speaking whatever perspective she's speaking, and it was making him unravel in real time. All right, and I'm just like I say, just being honest, okay? Like, don't take my word for it. You can go back and watch it and judge it yourself. All
oh,
right.
Marcus, you know what? Let me. I know it's off topic, but did Dominique ever say about Polo what they were talking about Polo? Like insinuating that Polo might be, the Dominique thing with Tone. Because I watched the interview, but I didn't hear about the Polo part, unless I'm tripping. Did I?
Um, he did.
Mm-mm. Unless it
He,
was towards the end, it was. But I watched the whole thing. I
no,
don't
no,
know. It
no.
was a
He
while
he
back.
um he said something about it, but I didn't air that part.
Why? Because you like Polo?
No, it's a respect thing because Dominic didn't come with any like solid evidence or anything like that. It was just kind of his opinion about an interaction that they had. Okay. And so, you know, I mean, one thing that I've learned to understand is that, I have to respect the fact that I may not think that like my platform is big and this and that and the third, but it is on some levels. And so, if I paint a picture that this is this or whatever, and there's no actual evidence or proof or anything like that, mm, I don't know. It just felt like kind of slimy a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
So I just chose to keep it out because there wasn't a there. So it's like we're gonna bring the man's name up, say this and that. I mean, I could tell y'all what he said if you want to
Yeah, I definitely want to know.
know. Messy, messy, messy.
No, because it's crazy because he showed his face on his channel, but he had on a mask, and I didn't even realize he had a channel until our people was telling us, like, go over there. He got a channel, and he was on camera. Like, what the hell? But I'm ready for the tea. Serve it up, Marcus, hot.
Oh Lordy Jesus. Okay, so the long and short of it is that he described a situation where he was walking through the park or whatever, and I guess ran into Polo. And I guess Dominique describes themselves as being kind of obviously masculine. So like, you know how we interview the cash trends or whatever, and they're kind of like what I would consider passable. So like a lot of guys when they're out there, they get tricked, or they don't know right away that that's a trans person. Well,
Mhm.
according to Dominique, they're not necessarily like that, right? Like that it's a biological male when you interact with Dominique. And so what Dominique was basically saying on the interview was that he had ran, or Dominique had ran into Polo, and that Polo was like, trying to holla or whatever, and saying like, where you going and this and that. And he was like, oh, I'm basically, headed to the train station. The train station is right up the street from the park. And he was like, oh, I want to ride with you or whatever. And, he was like, no, this, that, and the third. So that's all the interaction was. Okay. Um, and so, I just kind of felt like, all right, well, I ain't going to put that out there if there's nothing more than that. And I asked Dominique questions about it. Basically, the rest of the conversation was me asking Dominique, more kind of questions about it, and Dominique basically giving their opinion about why they feel like Polo definitely would have gone for it and probably is DL, according to Dominique's opinion. Not my opinion, Dominique's.
Yeah, Dominique, I don't know. I just don't respect anybody that lay down with somebody and then call themselves trying to expose them. Just weird activity.
Well, I mean, it's definitely it definitely lacks integrity.
Yeah.
It definitely lacks integrity, and so no matter what auspice you're doing it under, it's kind of like you're breaching a trust factor that that person had with you. And so, yeah, but that's basically what happened. You know, just to I'll give y'all a little bit more, right? Um, on the latest Cash interview, Cash also said something about Polo.
Ooh.
That
Yeah, but
I
I'm
also kind of skipped that part as well because it again kind of along the same lines wasn't quite enough for me to like put it out there like that, but the long and short of it, and that's why I kind of teased it in the title, like your popular interviewee, something, something, something I said or whatever, because at that point it's like, all right, well, you know, it's two of them now, and so I didn't want to put it out there, but I just gave a little teaser for anybody that was paying attention, right? And basically, just Cash was basically just saying like something about how like because I asked like have y'all had like a conversation since the first time or whatever when I had tricked Polo and he didn't know whatever there was a trans. Um, and Cash was saying yes, and basically just saying like they also felt like Polo was going, but Polo wasn't their type. So making it seem like, Polo wasn't their type, and that's the reason why it didn't happen. So, but again, I didn't, you know, like it's not my opinion. I didn't put it out there or whatever. I'm just dropping a little bit of tea for y'all because I know y'all like that type of stuff.
Dang, it was something. Oh, so you know what I want to ask you about next, right? You said the story will unfold eventually. Yeah, it will. So Charmaine said, "Did you ask Polo about those allegations? These
No,
allegations?
I haven't spoken to Polo since that phone call that y'all saw. So I
Hey,
mean, I
Missy.
listen. I tend not to. I don't chase anything. I don't chase. Like it's kind of a rule in my life. I don't chase. I attract. Right. So I allow myself to be a pole, and for whatever's meant for me to come to me. Right. And so I don't chase anything down. Whether it's romantic situations, whether it's content, interviewees, stuff like that. I don't chase it down. If it comes to me, I'll tap in if it's something I want to tap in with. But yeah, you know, I don't go out of my way to like try to like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like get this story or do this or reach out to this person. Now I was watching one of your lives vibes, right?
Oh Lord.
where you was talking about or I think it was Golden that was talking about reaching out to eye patch. And so I did scroll through my phone and I finally came upon his profile, right? Because
Hmm.
I get a lot of DMs and so that was a task. But I remembered that his name was like SD Jinx. SD Jinx. So I found him and I hit like the yo, like I just typed yo or whatever in the chat, and I haven't got a response back yet. So if he responds back, you guys will hear from it. But just to give you an update, I did reach out to him. That's for my big sis Golden.
Yeah, I was wondering, was she okay? Because the way she dropped down and she normally be in the chat, I don't see, unless you want to hold it down and I'll message her because they have a question. Maybe when you go to answer this question, then I could go message her real quick. But Copper say, Marcus, do you want to clear up? Because everybody in the street sector was, not everybody, but the weirdos was saying Marcus and Vaughn is zesty. But let me put it up so you can see the exact verbiage. Marcus, do you want to clear up men having baby showers for Vaughn? And then the other part was because I thought you was a humanitarian, a humanitarian, but now having a baby shower on your platform is zesty.
I didn't know that anybody had said anything about the baby shower.
Yeah, because you said
I
Vaughn
mean,
was
what is there to
handsome
say
or
about it?
something. Because you remember it was something about the women and Vaughn being handsome, but he's not a bad looking guy. So what you were supposed to say he was ugly, but people take every word and flip it. So now that's zesty because two men are not supposed to have a baby shower. So MGO was invisible on the panel.
Mm. I mean, I don't get it. I don't know. I don't understand why that's even a thing. Like, like we were like, listen. Every situation is gonna be nuanced, and according to whatever is going on with that situation, and nothing that we do over here is gonna tend to be, traditional or just, kind of normal. Like if we're doing something for somebody, um, what do you want? Like he's a single dad. So who's supposed to be at the baby shower? And this is my platform. So who's supposed to host it? Right? It just doesn't make any sense to even say anything like that. So um, you know, like I don't have a response to that. Like there's nothing that I don't think there's anything wrong with two men doing a baby shower. It's kind of a baby shower slash fundraiser, right? So It's not like we was, playing like the baby bottle games and the this and the that and all that type of stuff. And ultimately, what I see is two black men, two black fathers, getting together to uh, push, give one of them a little bit of wind in their sails, right? And so, I think that we were successful in doing that. And I don't know why anybody would criticize that.
because they want you to throw one for them. But you're a humanitarian, remember?
I'm not a humanitarian. Right? I'm just Marcus, okay? I'm just Marcus, and so
Well,
um,
that's what they said.
yeah, no, I'm not a humanitarian, just Marcus, but we try to do whatever good we can do when we can do it, right? Some people, one of my supporters that always types in the comments, her name is Alice, right? And she has this very particular way of commenting where she uses like a lot of quotes and things like that. And she was saying that she was trying to figure out why it took so long to do the baby shower, right? But MGO already articulated that in the live, right? And I think other people did as well. It's like it just didn't make any sense to do it until he had a spot, right? There's no point in getting this and that and the third and all these different things for the babies if you're kind of here, there, and this hotel, that motel, that type of deal. So, for anybody that is wondering about that, that's the response to that.
Oh, it is what it is. Because at my baby shower, my first baby shower, I had a whole bunch of mail at my baby shower. And that was 14 years ago. Because I got a lot of male friends. And
Yeah, I
it is what
mean,
it is. They wasn't
males
playing no
definitely
game
attend
or
baby
nothing, but
showers
they
these days.
sure it was.
Old school rules. Yeah, males don't really attend baby showers. 2025, get over it. You know what I'm saying? Like males definitely attend baby showers. Not a big deal. Wade gave you a $5 super chat. Says, "Well, get ready to give Westy her baby shower. Fair is fair. You're responsible for your soul ties." No, no, no. Me and Westy, there was a condom involved, so there's no soul ties. All right, that's the first thing. There's no soul ties. And then she's just like, come on, like if I can be frank for a second, right? She's just a disgusting human being. Okay, like I would never do anything with her. Okay. Like I don't know if everyone heard the story, but I had approached her off camera one time, no recordings, no nothing, just human to human, to see if she would apologize and or at least admit that she was full of shit when it came to accusing me of the stuff that she accused me of. And of course she didn't. Very arrogant about it. Anybody that supports her, I have to question, what you got going on up there, upstairs, man. Like, she's a bad mom, a bad person, a beggar, a lazy person, a dirty person, a nasty person. Did I mention she's a bad mom?
Yeah.
Like, like I have my kids are asleep right now downstairs. Okay, I'm a whole full-time dad. I don't respect no bad moms. I don't respect no lazy moms sitting in bed, screaming, yelling, calling the kids names, not feeding the kids, dirty house. You see this? Listen, let me explain something to you, man. And my place isn't like, I don't like, I'm sure the kids may have like something here and there or whatever. But for the most part, I live in a very neat, clean, orderly environment. I would never. Like, that's disgusting. She's disgusting to me. So, you know, God bless her. God bless her. I hope that her and whoever, the dude, the baby daddy or whatever, I hope that they can do well for the child and do everything they need to do as far as baby showers and all that stuff, but it won't involve Marcus at all. Okay.
But I
Not
want
in
to
any
know. I want
way.
to know what you feel. How you feel about her with the poop in the bag and leaving it in front of his door. But
That's what I'm
Marcus,
saying.
can you hold it down for 1 minute? I'm gonna go
Yeah,
call Golden. I'm worried about
absolutely.
her. All
Absolutely, for
right.
sure, for
I'll
sure.
be back, y'all.
So obviously, you guys saw the poop in the bag situation. That's disgusting. Can you can you just for a second imagine? I want you to close your eyes and picture your front door right now. Picture your front door, okay? And I want you to think about if you opened your front door and there was a bag of human feces at your front door. Whew. Mm, 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 mm. And then to know that it's the woman that you're about to have a child with that did that. Man, I tell you what, boy, brother, you will be in my thoughts and prayers. Okay, I wish you the best, and I just hope that you're able to hold it down, man. Hope you're able to hold it down. Okay, but that's wild. That's wild. Like shit. She shitted. Like she was outside of his door and she pulled up her dress or whatever it was and defecated.
Yeah. And
And
then went
then
back home. Go ahead.
no. Go ahead. Go ahead.
And then went back home and got in the bed around the baby, didn't bathe, nothing.
Then clean your ass.
Golden, that's you?
Oh.
Golden? Golden, is that you? Hello?
You can't hear me?
There she goes.
There you are.
You possibly have some audio
Something must be
issues though.
going on.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Did you close all your tabs and did the Wi-Fi thing and all of that?
It just sounds like bad bit rate upload. So you're probably just in a bad area. The Wi-Fi is not doing what it needs to do. That's what it sounds like. But yeah, yeah. The long and short of it is that um, that's just you got to understand the mindset of someone that not only would do that, but then would take pride in it and actually post it to the internet. Like, can you imagine that?
She want to go viral. That is wild
Oh
to me.
shit! Oh shit!
I
That
think
is
it was a
That
crazy.
woman is
7.
delusional. I don't think she really thought anything was wrong with what she did.
Well, and that just illuminates her
No,
mindset.
Marcus rated her a 9.
No, I didn't.
I thought it was a 7.
Yeah, it was probably closer to a 7. Yeah, she's not a 9. She's not a 9. Like not at all. Not at all.
No, Marcus,
I,
but you told her she was a 9.
Mm-mm.
Marcus, Marcus, you told her she was a 9 and she got mad because she was a 9 and not a 10.
Mm-mm. No. I didn't. I didn't. Trust me, I didn't. Like you may have some parts of the story confused, but I would like I know myself, right? I know that I don't give her a rating of a 9, so I wouldn't tell her that, right? Um
I thought it
again,
was 7.
that sounds more like it. But I tend to use the Kevin Samuels scale, right, which doesn't include 7, right? So I probably told her she was an adjustable 6, right? An adjustable 6. So that means that you're a 6, but you can make yourself up to an 8, like when you need to turn up or whatever, right? So and that's not a bad rating, and that's an accurate rating of kind of where she is. But I didn't realize how cuckoo bird she was, and that if you don't tell her, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all, and if you don't tell her that she is, then she's gonna like just flip out and go crazy and all this bullshit.
They said 7 is still too high. But after all of this that she's doing now, do you still think she's a 7? Or what's the new
No, so
rating?
listen. Physically, I still maintain she's an adjustable 6. Okay, so that's I'm almost 99% sure that's where I rated her initially. Okay, but I was very nice about it, right? I was very nice about it. I told her that she's a gorgeous girl or whatever, and but that she just wasn't necessarily a 10 on the same level as the superstars and completely gorgeous women that she was naming, that she was comparing herself to. Like you could compare yourself to Karuchi Tran and I forget who the other girl was, but they were both like real baddies. And it's like you can't don't do that. Like you gotta be able to have a level a level perspective so that you don't overplay yourself. You know what I'm saying? And so she didn't want to hear that. And that's how everything ended up, whatever, going left. And this is like again, this is right after I helped her to like do her response to O'Shea Duke Jackson and everything else. So it's just like one of those situations where I didn't have to help you. I didn't have to do the third, the fourth, or whatever interview. I didn't have to do that stuff. You like begged me to do that stuff. And I acquiesced and I did it. You took advantage of me with the whole sex thing, to be honest with you. Okay, because you like tried to get me drunk and waited till I got high and was like, rubbing yourself all over me and all that stuff. I wasn't over her. She was rubbing herself all over me. And so that's how that whole situation ended up going down. And so then to just turn around and because I don't call you a 10, you like completely flip out. Like it's just crazy, man. I've got a lot of regrets, but that's near the top. That's near the
Oh
top.
gosh.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah. And
I
then
see a
just to
whole bunch
learn
of
that,
jealous folks around here.
yeah, I
Y'all
Y'all
mean,
all
jealous.
haters.
right. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's like how delusional can you be? Like you were just homeless. You're and I don't even know if she's paying market rate for her rent. I think she's scamming with that too, because I'm almost sure she's in some type of program, right? And so I'm like, and you have 2 kids, the dads ain't in their life. The one kid, as we're seeing in real time, isn't going to school. Like, who the hell would be jealous of that? You were on ghetto gaggers. Like,
Mm.
you was letting those pink guys dog you out. Like, and then got the nerve to put West Indie in your name. And ain't a lick of West Indian.
Not
Trying to
Marcus
tarnish,
Dragon.
trying,
Where
trying to
y'all
tarnish
drag?
my culture.
Where y'all drag emojis at? Marcus acting up tonight.
I'm just saying because she really irks my nerves, man. She like you talk about someone who you really kind of just regret like put quote unquote putting on, because her whole momentum came because of the situation with me. Okay. And because that's even how O'Shea, that's how she got on O'Shea's radar. Okay. And so it's just like, it's just like, man, I can't stand people that are just users and just kind of entitled, nasty, disgusting as far as their personality people. I can't stand that, man. Like people that are just like will just will just like shit on somebody and won't care, won't give a damn, won't feel no type of way, no nothing. It's just like she's just a bad person. And so to like kind of see like the slow moving train wreck in real time, I ain't gonna lie, it's a little bit satisfying. It's a little bit satisfying.
She need to go refund that BBL. Cause I can't even tell she had a BBL.
Listen, I mentioned that since I want to say the first interview. Okay. since the first interview. All right, I told, I said the BBL ain't BBL. All right, but I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like I guess you got back up to regular. You know what I'm saying? You was like in the negative, and you got back up to a base level with what you got. So,
You know, when
um,
I knew that she was a handful was when you walked up on her, confronted her, whatever it was, downtown with the kids and whatever, right?
hmm
And then she sat there and said, "My kids are here, whatever, whatever." Okay, whatever, right? But then she
hmm
got home, and I don't know if it was the same day or another day, but then she did a video and she was talking about the whole sex work and whatever in front of Mama. And if he's
yeah,
three now, that means he was two then. So I'm looking like,
yeah.
okay, what was the difference from downtown and in your room sitting on the floor?
Listen, she's called her 10-year-old a fat B.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nothing that I said to her comes anywhere close to the nasty things that she said or has done to her kids on live. Okay. And so I love how I have some like people that are haters, like that Lisa lady, right? Like, I'm a whole black man that's out here grinding legally in a way that also helps others. I'm a great dad, which you can see in real time. And I'm not someone that you support, but you support everyone else and you hate on me. Well, you have a sickness, you have an illness, lady, Lisa. Okay, you're probably a weirdo, and you can't see the trees from the forest, obviously. But if you are a black woman, I should be someone that you more so, for the most part, support. Now, I'll give you that if you don't like the fact that I'm a man and sometimes men think with their dick, okay, and you don't like that, some of the decisions I've made, you have every right to feel that way. But 80/20 rule, 80/20 rule in life always is going to be the rule. And so, if 80% of me is good and I'm doing the right things and everything else and all these other positive attributes, then you need to get off my dick.
Dang, you on a different type of time tonight, Marcus.
Listen, I don't do this stuff on my platform. I have to come on other platforms to like, pop my shit and kind of, get into my bag a little bit. All right. But yeah, it is what it is. Like,
Hold
these
on.
people are weird.
Come in the camera, hun, so I can make sure it's you, Montez. Montez backstage. Yeah, I had to make sure. There he is.
There you go.
Marcus, I'm not.
Big money in the building.
No, no, it's not. It's not like the thing that made me mad, Marcus. It was just like this. I'm gonna be honest. Like I don't want to cuss on live screen channel, but it's like the fact that she went from I'm not telling, I'm not gonna be a snitch, bro. I'm not gonna be a snitch, bro. If you know I came in a car with you and I rode with you there to the party, why didn't you get out the car, at least have enough decency to see and investigate? Like, hey, did he get shot? Is he making it up? You was feet from me when I was laying in a puddle of my own blood and I collapsed. And the bartender even seen it. Like the bartender said when I went live, I had like receipts of everything I was saying. And the bartender said she left you. Like the white girl was talking about, even though me and her got on the phone, and I didn't mean to make it look like I apologize and everything, because I really didn't mean it. Because I'm like, you still, bitch, you left me. You went and you want to talk about a date. If what she was saying was true about she wanted to take me to the hospital, she would not tell me to get in a car and I just got shot. She would have got out of her car, investigate the situation to see if I'm even good, to see if where I'm bleeding at, and say, you know
I
what,
don't,
I roll with my.
I don't see why she would do that versus just say, let's go to the hospital.
No,
If
it's
I'm just
like
being
this, right?
honest.
It's like this, right? If me and you together, and you get shot,
even if I don't know that you got shot. It's just the principle is if I'm with you and I think something happened, I'm going to go step out my car and say, you know what? This is my person I'm with. I'm not gonna tell him to get in the car if I think it, because I don't know if it might do further more damage. I'm gonna just call the police right there. I'm not gonna wait till you get up and the bullet move even deeper and deeper within you and say, you know what, get in the car, bro. I'm gonna take you to the hospital. That doesn't sound right because it's like if and the pictures that I showed or whatever on my live is like this. If it wasn't a setup, how did you know what was in my book bag? How are you and the potential shooter talking? And you can describe every all the condiments in my book bag that you supposed to been. I vote with you. There's no way that you talking to the guy that shot me. And then you say it's not suspicious. That's awfully suspicious. So I say like that's the thing. So I was more mad at the fact when we was in a car together. It wasn't like I was mad that she caught me in a lie. It's the mad like it's mad because I don't I have a problem like wording things. Some people might not understand. Like if I say certain things, it might come off like I'm not really advocating for myself good enough. So for her, she know that because I tell her that. Even before the whole situation, I say, Abby, I have a problem explaining myself. I have a problem explaining a story or whatever. And she tries to overtalk people. If it's not like what Abby wants to hear, is either yelling, the ghetto-ness, or I'm from Mechanicsville. It's just like the point of it is like this. I was doing promo work before Abby even knew that guy. What made him so comfortable? What made the promoter so comfortable to disclose vital information to a white girl he just met that night about something that happened to me? If I'm ever riding with you and you get shot, I'm instantly getting out the car. I'm not gonna think nothing of it. I'm gonna call the police right there. Everybody don't move. I'm calling the police. We better investigate this. Cause it's just like I wouldn't be, I would not be, I wouldn't be around nobody if I'm gonna have to stand outside or stand in my car while somebody gets shot and they bleeding out and I'm gonna yell at them, get in the car, bro, get in the car. That's one thing that it wasn't substance what Abby was saying because 1 minute she say, I'm not a snitch. I'm not gonna tell what happened. Why can't you tell what happened if we was together? If you say you have love for me, why couldn't you tell what happened? Like, you get what I'm saying? It just don't make sense. That's why it's like you can't take with somebody if I know this person is here for you and this person out here for you and they don't hold you as like safety wise. How can I ever take anything that they say as substance when they talking to the shooter and the shooter's telling them all the condiments in my book bag? That just sounds like that sounds fishy, and that's why I say like Abby know how to press buttons because I tell Abby like everything. I'm not good at explaining myself. I'm not good at saying certain things, and I'm not good at making people understand me. She know that because I told her that. So it's like she was pressing buttons, and it's like I was more like irritated because I'm like, you won't sit here and tell a lie. Like you, even if you say I'm lying. It's still the question that remains. I rode with you to the party. Why didn't you get out the car and check on me? Why didn't you ask me, am I good? Why didn't you say, hey, Montez, why does it take strangers, a whole bartender I didn't even know that want to pursue me, that want to see if I'm good or not? That should be something you there for. Like if I roll with you there, you supposed to be able to make sure I'm good because you wanted to go there. And that's why I say Abby is just an unloyal ass bitch because it's like I never said I was a tough guy. I never said I'm a street guy. And it's just like Abby know what's going on. Like like the bartender said, she left you. She was you know how white people be. And I provided receipts to that. So it's like Abby thinking that the world is like GTA. She think that she so down for the cause that it makes no sense of why. How can you hold loyalty for a guy you just met and a guy is rocking with you through it all. Even if we arguing, we came together. How can you rock more with a guy that you just met, and how can you know information that only the shooter knows? That seems kind of suspicious. You get what I'm saying? That's very suspicious. Even if I jumped out her car, like just say right, if me and you, even if we arguing in the car, there's no way I'm gonna leave you. Even if I let you out the car, I'm gonna drive right back to the place where I think you're going. Cause that's why I say like Abby don't move off of no loyalty. Like it was never no love there, and if it wasn't never no love there, what was like? What was your true intentions? If I can't feel safe with you in the car and you arguing about bullshit, how I know she might? You know what I'm saying? How I know she might not would have killed me in that car? How I know that? It's just the point of it is like if I see somebody not willing to help me assess the situation, I can't put my faith in behind that because if I know you ain't do nothing then, what's your intentions for real? If I keep hearing you saying you from a
Let me
county,
interject, man, because I don't want to just let it go on and on and on, right?
my bad, Marcus, so say it.
Well, I mean it's Bob's Queen panel, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get what
you
you're saying.
right, right, right. I know you was in your zone, man. So listen, we're just gonna have to agree to disagree on certain points about this. I never said that I didn't believe that you were shot, right? And you've provided evidence that, in fact, you more than likely was shot, right? And so I don't think that there's much to go back and forth about when it comes to the main point, whether you were shot. Now, when it comes to the details, I maintain my positioning.
Yeah, yeah. That's, I
Even,
can't fault you for anything.
I mean, listen, what she said made sense and it sounded credible. I just listen, if someone got shot, I'm not gonna get out the car to investigate or anything like that. If someone got shot, that means there was just gunshots. Okay. And if the way she said it was like, hey, come on, let's go to the hospital, that sounds about right.
But
If
she
someone
didn't.
just got shot and they get in your car, that's what you're gonna say to them. And there was no hesitation or shirking or any type of energy that felt like it was not true.
I mean,
Okay, so just her version of the story just came off more credible than yours. And even right now to this day, like, you know, I had to interject just to kind of stop you from going on and on because
yeah, because I'm a rant about it.
you're right. And the details just not quite coming together.
And
That's just
and
how I feel about it.
and
But
and,
I
and
thought, can I say something for a minute, please?
yeah, it's
I
your
thought
channel, Bob.
initially, I thought initially when you got in the car, she said, "Let's go back to the hotel room or the Airbnb." It
She
wasn't to go to
said,
the
she
hospital.
said, she said, let's go back to the hotel room. Talk about a first date, bro. Talk about a first date, bro. You claim that you got shot. I said, itch, let me out the car. You gonna really leave me? And if I didn't delete her number, she said, you left me for dead, bro. I hit my I crashed my car because of you. And I'm like, and this was when I was in the back of the ambulance. And the lady said, she's not for you. I said, what you? 'Cause I put when I got shot, I'm on my phone and I'm changing Abby name to no no no, and I'm telling her like what's going on, and she sees the text message. She says she's not for you because she's thinking about herself about a damn car crash, and you got shot. So that's one thing, Marcus. I'm not mad at that she advocated and she told the story to sound even more credibility than what I said it. So I'm not mad at like how you feel about it. I'm just more mad at like at the end of the day, I seen that I wasn't in her best interest. Her best interest was being in the hood spot, trying to get recognition. I was like, that what made me mad. So when she was saying that, I was just more mad as like, if you gonna say something, tell the whole thing. Tell the whole thing of what transpired. Don't say you think and then you say I'm not a snitch. It's either or. If the police ever got involved and you say I'm not a snitch, I'm not gonna tell her what happened. That sounds like you know something what happened.
I can dig it. I
Even
can
even
dig
if
it.
even even if she say I'm lying. The fact that you're withholding information, if you say if you say you was there for me and you withhold information about me and I could have lost my life that night, what if I would have bled out? What if I didn't call the scene enough? Like, what would have happened? You would have withheld that information. So it's like it showed me like I was more mad because it's like, man, I really when Abby was on the phone, I was like, I really wanted to be with Abby. I really wanted to. I don't like normal people. I mean, like, I just got a whole grape situation. So it's like Abby was like the first girl I was really genuinely liking, and that's why I was just irritated because I'm like, man, I really had love for you, and for you to talk like this, it's like a nausea and feelings. Like it made me like get loud because I'm like, it'd be different if me and her was seeing face to face. Cause I know I'm not saying I'm a woman beater. I just know I get physical because I feel like you play with my top. Like you was there when everything got shot, and now you talking about you withholding information. It's just going back to grounds. Like, yeah, you set me up. If you say you had all that feelings for me, like you say you did, you would never withholding any information like that, and I could have lost my life. That's nothing you can. That's like if I lost my life that night, what would you would have done? Oh, you withhold information. That sound like you. That sounds suspicious. In the police mindset, you accessory because you're withholding something that they can finally get the suspect, and you're withholding it. And what made me more mad is that when she told me that she had the dude had my book back, and they going back and talking about all the condiments of my book back, what's inside of it. And I was like, man, that's really fucked up.
Well, I
It,
mean that's neither here nor there with me, to be honest with you, right?
no, no, no,
So
I'm not. I wasn't. I just like wanted you to know, like, I'll never lie to you because you do a lot for me on a daily basis. Even like give me money. That's why I was like, I just didn't want you to feel like, even though how the story might sound, and I know I might not be good at telling stories like how she might make it sound more credible, like or whatever. I just want you like to trust me, like I always have you in my best interest. I would never lie to you because you do too much for me. Like out of
I can dig it,
anybody.
man. Listen.
Yeah,
Let me say, man.
yeah,
I can dig it. All right, I can dig it. But at the end of the day, you know that there's always been an element of
yeah. I got
wondering about your stories or whatever like that. And
yeah.
so it's not a big deal, man. Like,
It's not.
and whatever, listen, the truth is usually in the middle. Okay,
Yeah,
the truth is usually somewhere in the middle. So whatever it is, it is. The main thing is, did you get shot or not? It looks like you did. Everything else is just kind of fodder for the for
yeah.
the fodder for the tea and all that stuff. I mean, it's
That's
really
why I was
not a
like,
big
man,
deal.
like I got love for you regardless, man. Like when you first helped me out with my whole story, like man, even though I know people gonna talk about it and they gonna you know try to take it apart. It's just like I still like I always I got love for you because you helped me tell my story. Even if people taking it apart, you still gave me a platform to even do anything. You gave me a bunch of wisdom and like a lot of stuff that like life lessons that I can't get from nobody else. So it's like I always will appreciate you. I never have no issue with you for anything. I know I got to get better with how I say things, and I'm working on it.
I was about to say, like, ultimately, it's like even when I deal with, like, let's just say even my kids, right? I let them know, like,
Yeah,
hey, you better rather get it from me than, what I'm saying, the world, because the world's just gonna give it to you brutally. I'm gonna give it to you matter of factly, but it's gonna be in some type of love. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And so, like I say, I mean, I'm not. I
I
feel
was
how I
trying.
feel about it, but it doesn't mean that there's any love lost or anything like that. So, you know, we're good.
No, we always be good, man. We always be good, man. You look out for me plenty of times. I when that night when I was getting like in a situation, I think I tried to call you. So it was that night I tried to call you. I think one night I could be wrong. I tried to call you so you can hear how she really talk or whatever. And the thing that just sound the thing that really sounds suspicious about Abby is like when Abby said that she was recording and when we was on live, why are you recording? Who are you recording and who you giving your information to? If you have time to record anything while supposedly your boyfriend gets shot, that shows me what type of time that you really on. I just think that it was just like I honestly think it was a setup because the bartender said the white girl was tripping already, and that's how white people be. And I'm not racist. I'm just telling you like what the girl said, and so I do need to
I
work
mean,
on
I
the
mean,
way I
at
think.
the end of the day, Montez, you chose her, brother.
Now that's why I say I can't fault nobody.
Like, what do you want me to say? Okay,
No,
like
no,
you
I'm not
chose
faulting
her.
nobody.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I mean, you know, you got to choose better. Listen, we all got to learn that lesson. Okay, so it is what it is, man. Like you'll hopefully be able to choose better in the future.
I just like that raw meat for a little bit more than others.
All right, all right, all right. Well, listen. I mean, if anybody has any questions or whatever about it, and by the way, to the Lisa lady and the Cairo lady, those two, they seem to be tag teaming or whatever. Um, it's not about it being not being a safe space, but it's also not a very enjoyable space when you spam the chat repeatedly with the same message. Okay, now if you want to find a creative way to express yourself, a more intelligent way to where you don't have to just continuously repeat yourself, then you won't have people maybe attacking you the way you felt attacked. I didn't see anybody really attack you for real, but the bottom line is that, um, you know, uh, uh, give it a little bit of variety, switch it up a little bit. Don't just
But
repeat the same things. That makes the chat annoying. That's an annoying thing to do in the chat.
but
Don't be
I'm
that.
sitting but I'm sitting here, right? And I'm like, I ain't said a word, but all of a sudden I hear VQ. I thought this was a safe space. All this it is. But look, when she's saying stuff like, look right here, Marcus, you fake. But then so she could call him names and whatever. But then when somebody in the chat say, oh, shut the F up or whatever, you're being rude, just like they might be. It's all crazy, okay?
Yep.
Well, I'm hearing myself. So at least they can't just, but people supposed to just, whatever. Nobody didn't block her though, or time her out, but we're mean. I don't know why I'm hearing myself twice.
I don't.
Are y'all hearing me good?
It
I
might be
can
my
hear you.
phone.
I can hear you perfectly fine. So, but listen, it's 2 o'clock here in Atlanta. And so tomorrow's Friday. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop on off.
You're
Me,
annoying.
bro.
Who's annoying? Who's annoying, Cairo? Because first of all, you don't even support me. So if you're talking to me, you don't even support me. You don't never be here until Marcus showed up. If Marcus not here tomorrow, are you gonna come back? First, let me see who they're saying is annoying, me or Marcus.
They probably saying me.
I know it's echoing. I know I am. I know I
It,
heard
I
it.
think
Let
it,
me
I
see.
think it's my phone. I think it's like because I'm at my mom's house and everything, and it's trying to search for internet or whatever.
Completely off topic. I want to shout out everybody that's a Jeep owner.
Marcus, stop it. I think they got a Jeep to be just like you.
I'm trying to get like you, Marcus, man.
Look, big deuces to all my Jeep owners out there.
Listen, let me.
Oh,
I
listen,
am hearing
hey,
myself
listen, it's
twice.
it's a good look. It's a good look. I'll say that it's a good look. So, shout
That
out to all
detective
my
sure was looking at you.
shout out to all my Jeep owners out there. I'll just leave it at that. All
I ain't
right.
gonna lie. When you had the Jeep, the detective female was looking in that direction. Like, what am I doing?
Nah, Montez, it's an inside joke, man. You got to know what's going on.
Oh, okay, okay.
You got to be careful. You got to be paying careful attention.
I ain't gonna lie though. That's why I say I appreciate you, Vibes Queen, for everything. Like you guys definitely helped me out with a lot of issues that I might be facing off screen. So it's like, shout out to Vibes Queen and her channel. You guys make sure you guys support her channel, subscribe to her channel, and most definitely, like I definitely appreciate you guys both, like and everything.
I
Hey
don't
man,
think
big
I'm
salute.
echoing anymore. I'm
Big
still
salute.
echoing. Yeah, it's not me. It's supposed. I don't know.
Well, listen, I'm gonna hop down. Appreciate you allow me to come up and everything else. Big shout out to the chat. All right, big
One
shout out to the
last thing.
chat.
One last thing before you go. 5 minutes at least. 5 minutes at the most.
Sure.
Well, however fast you respond. But um, how do you feel about the whole protection order? Do you think justice
What
was
protection?
served, or
Oh, I didn't even see that. I didn't see that live, so I don't know what happened. Like I know that. So give me the rundown. It's something like Octavius
apparent?
got a protection order or something like that.
Well, apparently is the girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, whoever, the Jeep owner. So yeah, I'm saying she got a protection order yesterday. She went to court
Okay, well, kudos. I mean,
from all the
um,
stuff about the news, but she didn't have the proof that the news were sent to you. So, but all of that stuff.
um, I think that if she went ahead and did the paperwork and everything went through, I mean, listen, there needs to be consequences for certain things, right? And so, um, the internet has allowed people to have a total lack of concern for getting punched in the face. Okay. And it is giving people the opportunity to really just kind of act a damn fool and say the most outrageous things that they would never say in normal society. And so for him to say some of the things that he has said about kids and to think that there's never going to be any consequences, I there may be consequences, and the best consequences that you can get are probably paperwork. I'll just leave it at that.
Good night, Cam. But thank you so much for answering that, Marcus. And I know there's been a lot of slander running around on your name. A lot. I'm talking about that you take people out of here. That word, the M word. It's a lot been going on your name.
Well, I haven't heard any of that stuff, so.
You you know, uh the adult boy, all of that been going on your name.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Marcus. They be hating on you. They be
so
trying to.
so is that from what's it called in them? The same people we was just talking about?
Well, no, oh no, not Jeep owner, no.
No, no,
But
no, no, no,
I
not
love
Jeep owner. The other the
the
guy in New Orleans and the.
yeah. Well,
Okay.
he was the one that said the M word, and that was 2 days ago. I have that video. Yeah, basically called you the M word, and then the other one that sent Croy, that one said you are a dope boy and be doing stuff out of your house. And I'm looking like you haven't even been around him in a year, so how you know what he do at his house? Serious allegations where you have your children. Mm-hmm.
I tell you what, there. You know, li- listen. I understand why. For the sake of the storylines and for the sake of there needs to be a villain. There needs to be an antagonist, right? And so I get it. Like I don't fault anybody for indulging in the mess and just being able to keep up with the storyline, right? I don't fault anybody for that. Especially if this is the sector where you kind of get that stuff from or whatever. Um, but me personally, that guy is just he's a clown. All right, he's a clown. He's not a man that I would respect in real life in any type of way. So, I mean, I'll get the tea from y'all. Okay. I get the tea from y'all, but I'm good on him. Like, I'm good on him. I'm good on her. I have other things that I need to be doing and other places where if I want to just be in the bushes, stuff like that, I can do that. It certainly ain't gonna be on their stuff. And then from what I understand, if you go on their page, they don't have anything because they erase everything. So it's like, who the hell is gonna sit there and wait for you to like just go live and then, like, nah, I'm good on all that. Like I'm good. Me personally. All right. But
Well, yeah, thank
I
you.
I get it if you indulge in it, right? Because it can be entertaining.
I just ignore now, like it's
I'll say
whatever.
this. I'll say this. I'll say this real quick. If if he was raised by his daddy or a man worth their salt, and he was able to have a certain level of emotional maturity and control over his filthy mouth, he would actually be someone who has the potential to do well on YouTube and to be entertaining, right? Because he has certain factors about him that are entertaining, that are charming in certain ways. He's got that New Orleans accent or whatever, right?
Been
Um,
saying that.
it kind of sucks that he's like a bum, like it would be better if he like was someone who like worked and did stuff like that. That would just make him more credible to the mainstream, right? Because we have to remember we're in this tiny little corner of YouTube, right? But the truth is that the reason why I'm able to live off of my content, the reason why my channel continues to grow at a steady pace is because it's able to be more mainstream, right?
Yeah.
So if he was able to be in that type of lane, he may actually have potential to do well. Okay, but
Uh-oh.
he gives in to whatever the inner demons are. Um,
You see
Wait,
this?
it's no protection order. I did my research so I can come out and give my opinion on it. Nothing was
Well,
found.
I did say yesterday I did not see a receipt, so I don't go by hearsay. Batty, I did say that yesterday, girl. You know I love receipts. I don't believe nothing till I see it. So I was just asking about protection order because that was the word on the curb, but I didn't see any receipt. I know you got to go, Marcus. I appreciate you. And we
Oh,
are
look.
definitely echoing. Why am I echoing? Let me see if I mute Montez. Let me see. Oh, let me see. Yeah, I think after I muted you, I'm still hearing it. I don't know what's going on.
Here, I'll mute me real quick.
Yeah, let me see if I still hear it. No, I don't hear it anymore. Montez?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I hear it. Yeah, I think it's Marcus. I only hear when you, yeah. But thank you for that, Batty.
Listen, perfect sign it's time to go. So no worries.
Um,
I appreciate y'all. Definitely everybody have a great night, okay?
see you back in the
You
ladder
too.
soon,
Thank you.
Marcus.
Yes,
See,
sir.
Marcus done came out here and threw gasoline in the streets. Watch some more. Shout out to you, Marcus. Ooh, you
And
said,
thank
Betty,
you, though,
oh,
Vibes Queen.
you're welcome. And I did leave you a comment. I did say I believe you before today. I did from early this morning because I was there. And I know you showed us the wounds and everything.
I was like more mad, and I wasn't mad at Marcus. I was mad that she had the decency just to lie, make it sound good, and she know like if just say right. If me and you at a movie theater and we both see somebody get shot, you gonna say it the way you say it, and I'm gonna say it as animated as I can, so it might come off as uh he's lying, and just the way I put it will be extremely animated. But I never left anything that we both saw when somebody got shot, if that makes sense. So I can understand why somebody be like, "Oh, he's lying," about anything. And I just realized that it's just I'm working on trying to make where if I say anything, I want everybody to understand it. a way that it can be approachable where somebody actually know exactly what I'm talking about, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's just like my story didn't change, and I still like when I told Ab, like when I told the girl, you set me up. She's like, "Oh, you're lying, bro. You're lying, bro." And I'm just thinking like, if you didn't set me up, how are you so comfortable to talk to the guy that shot me and not supposed to be your boyfriend at that time? What's really going on? If that makes sense.
I just want to say, forget about her right now. But I'm sorry that you actually got shot and you're going through all of this. It got to be a lot.
I was just more mad out of anything. I'm like, she left me out, outside on the ground. It's just like, why would you, if I'm your boyfriend, I mean, just say, if you my girlfriend and I know you got shot, there's no way I'm gonna leave you on the ground and keep bleeding. I'm gonna pick you up in the car. I'm not thinking nothing of it. I'm gonna call the police. And the fact that she didn't do that, it showed me like I was just angry because I'm like, man, when she got on the phone and she just started talking reckless, I was like, I'm not good at going back and forth. It just hurt me because like, man, not only did I get shot, you also disappointed me because I really thought you was somebody I can potentially be with. And I'm happy, like that's why I said I don't blame nobody out of anything. I blame myself because my expectations was too high for a stranger that didn't do anything for me. And that's why I said I never blame nobody for putting myself in a predicament. I'm actually happy it happened the way it did. So I just learned like took this as an L and I took this as a life lesson. Like whatever they took, they can have. It just wasn't meant for me to be in that spot anymore, I guess. So that's why I was
Um,
huh?
I know when you was at the hospital, I did say, well, if she did care about you, any amount of care, she would at least call all the hospitals, even if she wasn't sure you was at Grady. She'll be calling all the hospitals, even trying to come see you, and that didn't even happen.
And that's the thing that's the thing that make it sound more like a setup because it's like this. She said that she talked to the promoter, she talked to all of them, and they said I was lying. They knew exactly what hospital picked me up. It wouldn't take 5 seconds or a few text messages to say what ambulance picked him up. And they was there when I got shot and I was bleeding out. And that's when it said like, oh, excuse me. That's when the bartender was like, we didn't set you up, but something sounds fishy with the white girl. And that whole time when I was bleeding out before the ambulance came, I was just really, really, really depressed because I'm thinking, like, man, like I tried to date somebody and I thought I had somebody like I can really just, you know, somebody I can just build with. And she talked good, I ain't gonna lie, she talked extremely good the way she said it. But it's like I gotta learn to stop believing in people words and start believing in actions. So that's why I say, like Abby, when Abby was on that live, yeah, Abby, you made it sound as good as you can make it. Cause like from the way I explain something, it's not gonna sound truthful. So you made it. That's why I said, Abby, you got it. You got it. And even if she decided to say, I guess show her video, it's like, why are you recording the video in the midst of me fighting a guy off and he's trying to rob me? That says a lot about you as a person. It's like this guy's fighting for his life and you recording a video. Who are you recording the video for and who are you trying to show that video to? You get what I'm saying? That just sound very suspicious. If that makes sense, vibes queen or nothing.
Listen, it is what it is.
And
I
that's
don't
us.
know that girl, but when it come to you,
Yeah.
I know you. Listen, forget about her. If you ain't there for me when I'm down, don't be there for me on a good day. Okay, that's what it
Facts.
is. You
And
just gotta choose who you hang around more wisely.
I ain't gonna lie, I was more. because I always be by myself. I was just I didn't really have enough respect for myself to just wait to find somebody because I was just lonely. So that's why I was like, I looked at it like I was just so lonely because like sometimes when I go see other people, they everybody got somebody, and I just felt like I'm going on about to be 33 this year. I can't call nobody out. I don't have nobody I can call my own, and I was just lonely to accept anything. And that's one thing I learned, like you said, out of anything, it's just I need to do better as a person would, like, get him sense. So I was never mad at Marcus. I know, like, the way some things, the way I explain it, even Marcus looks confused. So it's like I can't get mad at him, but I hate that it happened. If that makes sense.
Do you know who Lisa in the chat is? Is that one of your supporters?
I never met Lisa.
Because
I don't
they've
know.
been saying the same thing over and over and over all night. Keep saying, if you still gonna be hanging with Marcus and all of that.
I mean, it was like you get what I'm saying. That's why I say like it was a misunderstanding. And sometimes I might feel like it's this way, and whole time it's not what I think it is. It's just me talking, and sometimes I vent, vent my frustration or whatever. It's just like I can't ever get mad at Marcus because the way I explain something and he don't get it. You get what I'm saying? I just need to learn how to like explain it the best way I can and not be so animated on how I'm explaining it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So when we did go live after you got shot, I did drop your cash app and told him that, you needed a ticket, which you wasn't ready for the ticket because you had to get approval from the job. But I still did my part. I don't know, was it helpful
I
or
mean,
not, but I did.
it was definitely helpful. So about the whole job situation, UPS, it was my manager from a different shift. She works like in the HR department. She was telling me that I had to come back down to pick up my paycheck. So when I asked Marcus for if he had money for a Greyhound ticket, I didn't have access to no money. And like even like now, when I had when I didn't have my check, I had to go sell plasma in Orlando, and I had to find a way to get back home or whatever because I was like I can't lose my job or whatever. And people like, well, you got all this money. Those videos was when I had my minivan, and some people feel like, Montez, if you had all this money, why do you got a minivan? I slept in my minivan because I just like for personal reasons or whatever. But when I posted a video of me having a whole bunch of money, it was just trying to implement that, like, hey, at this time when I had my minivan and I had my car, I was making a lot of great money. And I was just trying to show people, like, I'm not lying about when I said, when they see me come in the club, big money coming in, because they knew anytime I'm in a stripper party or after party, like anything like that, they know I'm going to spend my whole paycheck. And I'm not worried about getting it back. It's just like, I was just more, that's why I was really trying to get people to understand, like, I was really that guy when I had my car, if that makes sense.
You can't be spending your whole paycheck though in the
I
club.
mean, and that's what, like, that might be a topic for another subject, but like, I'll give you a hint of it. Like, I just had like being like leaving Miami and coming straight to Atlanta, like I was battling like real bad, like sex addiction. So sometimes I be at places I know I shouldn't be at just because I'm just feel like I have a real bad with like sex addiction at that time. So when they seen that I was coming out spending at least $1,000 per night, they be like, man, this guy's gonna be broke next week. And whole time I'm getting overtime on a regular. So when I have my minivan, I go straight to work. I do two jobs and I sleep in my minivan and go right back to work and get overtime. And I go hit the after party or stripper party up because I'm just trying to fuel my addiction. Because I ain't when I was in my minivan, I didn't really have that female touch. So It was more so not the sex addiction. It was just I just felt sleeping in a minivan alone. I just wanted to have a feminine energy around me. So I go to a stripper party or after party trying to find something that's gonna fill that void. And I just like even same thing with Abby. I was looking for love in the wrong places. So I just this is definitely an eye opener for me, if
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah. But don't be a stranger in the castle. Come back and sit with us on, when it's just a chill night and we can chit
Well,
chat.
most definitely. You remember I'm an introvert. I'm an introvert. So sometimes it's like I don't want to be like I don't want to like over like extend my company and everything. I just sometimes I'm just like an introvert. I might not respond to nobody like texts and everything. I just I'm just sometimes I just be in my own moods or like own little world. I don't want you to take it the wrong way or nothing, but I'm gonna definitely try to be more in the chat.
You're my Jamaican brother. Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta
and
come by.
I ain't gonna lie, I was mad because I wanted to come. I came to Tampa. I was like, Vibes Queen, I'm in Tampa doing a Tampa Carnival and everything, and I ain't see you. So I was like, man, Vibes Queen don't want to see me. She don't want to come out or nothing. Um, because even now they had booked me to come out to Tampa today and everything because they got a little carnival thing going on this weekend, and then I got booked for another party in November, and they kept asking Montez, "Are you okay? Montez, you okay?" And I just kept telling them like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And the thing is like, even though like with the doctor in their mind, I shouldn't be out being so active because they don't know how I'm moving. Because I think the bullet that I showed on my stomach, I think it like moved in the back of my spine or whatever. It's like it moved, and I think when they said like I got shot, it was like what like what's the like a 9 millimeter or something like a small gun, but they can definitely see like on the X-rays. I shouldn't be trying to move so much.
I was worried about you when you got out of work. I mean, got out of the hospital, went to the job. Then, like the next day, it seemed like you was on a forklift or something. I'm like, then you riding a
No,
scooter.
no, I was using it like like you know how like when you go to a grocery store like little shopping carts like that
Oh,
you drive. That's what I was doing because I was on a cart. So instead of me walking to where I got to clock in at, I was like I can't walk half a mile behind the warehouse. I'm gonna throw up or whatever because I was feeling nauseated. So I said, the best thing for me to do, even if I don't, they might not approve it. I can't walk that far, so I got on a cart and I literally drove my way to the clock out spot. So there was, and when I got to UPS, they were like, "Why are you here?" I said, "I just got a text message that they said that if I don't come to UPS, I'm gonna get fired." And my I talked to like my union rep, and she was like, How do you expect him to be here? And he still got the bullets in him." So and they I kept calling UPS about my direct deposit, and nobody answered the phone. And I usually be like, if you're not going to answer the phone when I call you, I'm going to just pop up there and I'm gonna figure out why you don't have my check in my direct deposit. That's why I went back for the real reason because they was withholding my check because I switched to a new banking account, and that's why they held my check. But yeah,
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm still sore. I'm still sore. Like uh, just that medication, I try not to take so much because it's like it's just too strong, and that's why I was like, I never I never like going to Grady Hospital because it's like when you guys seen that I lifted up my shirts. I kind of ran out of like bandages. If this should look like Grady gave me, so I ran out of bandages. So every time I move, I can feel like it's leaking, like something's wet, like a wet sensation under my shirt. So I'm not gonna lie, I used a band-aid. I was like, man, I don't, because I'm leaking through my shirts and people it becoming noticeable because I kept moving a lot. I'm being more active, and the hospital did not recommend me to keep being moving so much because they say they don't. By me keep moving, the two bullets that's in my stomach, by my lower part of my stomach, they say it gets deeper and deeper, and they don't know where they might go, and they don't want it to hit a vital organ. That's why they might not want to remove them. If they would move it, it might cause internal bleeding or whatever. But like the back of my leg, I missed my appointment like today. They was trying to, I guess, plan a surgery September 4th, I mean today or whatever, at 1 o'clock, to take the bullet out from was in my right leg, and then move to the back of my leg. They was trying to move that, but I just wasn't feeling Grady Hospital because whole entire time they just kept feeding me medication. And every time I try to ask, can you just remove the bullet? They was like, no, we don't have the technology right now. We're gonna reschedule that for another later date. And I was like, I can't trust this, if that makes sense. So I was like, I'm gonna try in Orlando, and maybe they can remove the bullets and everything. So my fingers crossed. Like, so that's why I was like, I would love for you to pray for me, and hopefully my surgery be a smooth surgery where they can remove the bullets and everything too.
I know. I did. Like, I was so worried about you when I found out. I'm like, I know we're strangers, but still, that I was like, wait a minute, what? I've never known anybody that got shot. So, and I didn't know where or how bad it was. So I was like, oh my gosh, that's horrible. When you was in the ambulance.
That's why I was like, when I didn't think when I first got shot, it was just like it didn't feel real because I'm so hopped up on adrenaline. I just couldn't feel anything, and I'm drunk already. I just wasn't feeling anything. And what people might confuse is like the truth was I was really trying to run back after the guy, and I collapsed in the middle of the ground. And that's one thing I learned, that um like my mom said, like she said, um I'm playing with my life. If I knew I got shot, and I should never been there. And even in the ambulance, when I had to get off the ambulance, get off the live, they was telling me like, you're lucky because by you moving so much and you're running so much, you're leaking through your t-shirt. So we had, I don't know if you remember, I don't I was in the live, and they said they had to cut my wife beater off, and I made a joke about it.
Yeah, because they was actually talking about it was some question they said, and you was silly as hell in the back of the ambulance. Okay, talking about what you say? Talking about ain't nothing worse. I guess they was saying something about being shot, and you say ain't nothing worse than being
Being
married to a
married,
tuna. I'm like,
it,
oh my
because
gosh.
it's just like at the same time, it's just like I was being laughing because it was like I wanted to cry, and I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to cry so much because I'm like, damn, Abby, like Abby, out of anything, you recording a video, and I need you right here with me, and you recording, you didn't, and that's why I was like, I was like, man, I don't want to break down, and I don't want to break down and to start being in face full of tears, because I'm like, I really heard her say, "Get in the car, bro. Get in the car." She never, and I could be wrong.
It's
It was just
somebody backstage, but I don't have a clue who they are. I don't know if it's her or not.
you get what I'm saying, and it was just so suspicious because it's like I really passed out and everything. I was really passing out on the ground, and when I looked around, I seen people laugh at me.
Hold on, Montez. One
Okay,
second, okay?
yes, ma'am.
Let's see who it is.
You're
Hi,
Yo, what's up? How you doing?
how are you? Welcome to the Castle panel.
Hell yeah.
Do you want to add something to the topic?
Yeah. I mean, I think Flexeril, That drug is crazy. That I really don't trust a lot of pharmaceuticals, and I think everybody should be careful with medications. A lot of people think just because they're being prescribed something is safe, which is not true. Um, yeah, doctors like doctors. Yeah, you would think doctors are your friend, but like they get paid by the companies to prescribe medications. You have to really advocate for yourself as a patient. Unfortunately,
Where's all these people coming from? Where? How did y'all find our channel? It's another
Am I thinking
person.
about that?
I'm sorry.
Yo, what,
It's another
yo,
person.
what's
Like,
up?
Y'all make
how
sure
How
y'all
you
did?
girls
subscribe to her
doing tonight?
channel.
Hell
How
yeah.
you girls doing tonight? It was recommended on YouTube. It was recommended on YouTube. You must be
Oh,
doing something right. I don't know.
that's what's up.
Y'all
Yeah,
make sure
cause
y'all subscribe. My bad.
I'll
We
subscribe for sure. I'll subscribe, and you're cool that let us on. We just look up panel lives on YouTube, and yours came up.
oh, that's what's up. But yeah, Montez, we definitely been dropping your link in the chat. Copper did.
And
And you got motion. You got motion.
Vibes Queen do. Make sure you guys subscribe to the castle and become premium members, guys, and everything.
Where's my gun at?
How much is the premium subscription?
It's $5
My
for
gun.
a membership.
Shit, $5, Buster.
It,
That's not too bad.
Where's my
it's
gun
great
at so I
content.
could shoot myself on stream? Where's my gun at?
Oh,
Oh wow, man, you a troll.
All right,
you
now.
probably shouldn't do that.
I
Fuck
mean,
What the?
niggers.
if you
Uh
want to shoot yourself, tell your mom I got some prawn shrimp. It's better when it's wet.
Bye bye. Both of them gone.
They say some crazy shit, man. I mean, my bad. They say some crazy stuff. They say some crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't I ain't gonna lie though. Like Vibes Queen, like I ain't gonna lie. I was just so and when I got shot and I was on the ground. I caught my mom and I was telling my mom like because I know like everything was getting black around me and I called my mom and she was like, oh my god, if my mom was here, she would
I
tell
don't.
you.
Hold on
Huh?
1 second, Montez.
Yeah.
I don't know which one of y'all was. It was two of y'all up here, so I don't know which one of y'all was saying whatever. But we're not doing that. All right. One of y'all should drop the N bomb, man. We don't do that over here. We love all people in the castle.
Facts.
So it is what it is.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I wish my mom was here. She's on her way now. When I was on the ground, laying on the ground, I called my mom. I tried to call Marcus, and I was looking at the time. I was like, "Man, Marcus is asleep." And I called my mom, and she picked right up. And while I was on the ground, she was like, she broke down and crying. She's like, "Where you at? I'm gonna come pick you up right now." And I had both of my aunties. They flown from Detroit, and they both came down just to make sure I was good and everything. And it was just like at that time, I was like, man, if I really die out here, like I at least want to make myself laugh. So when I got in the ambulance and the ambulance came, I was like, I was thinking I was real life gonna die in there
hold
because
on one
Grady,
second,
yeah,
Montez. 1 second. Timothy, is that you?
Yes, it's me, Green.
Okay. Hi. Go
Hi.
ahead, Tez. Hey.
yeah, I was thinking I was gonna die in the hospital. They left me in the hallway for a couple of hours, and it kept feeding me like fentanyl and morphine.
Yeah.
That's why I told myself like, if the first time I get out this hospital, I'm going back home. I got to go to Florida because it's like I don't know if what they was doing, but they just put patches on my arm my bullet holes. And if you go like look in the video when I put it on, like I took the live what I the last live I had, and I put it up there, and I didn't think I was bleeding bad until I see the video. I see it like a big red like spot, and that's why I was like, Abby could at least, even though I got her card, she should have said like, hey, uh, I'm gonna come see him. Well, luckily, even if he's mad at me, that's why I couldn't be. I was more irritated because she knew what happened, and I felt like she was just playing with the narrative and trying to bash me. Like when I put it on YouTube and I sent her the YouTube video, Abby was upset. Was like, "You trying to make it sound so good for clout?" But I said, why would I need clout for it?" I said, "Why would I need clout for it? The bartender seen it, the security seen it, everybody seen it. You was acting weird the whole night." And one of the other promoters said it was a setup, and that's why I'm not really not going to stop thinking that. Pretty much.
Yeah. Hey, Miss Geraldine, I spelled your name wrong the first time. But I hear you, Tez. I hope you recuperate fast and everything work out for you.
I'm trying to go to Miami Carnival. I'm trying. I'm trying.
You
I
need to
got to
get
go back to Tampa though. Before I just say like if what's gonna was, I at least want to be able to catch a wine if what's gonna was like if I do like the bullet get too deep, I do want to be able to go to at least Tampa one more time and at least one Miami one more time, and I'd be satisfied.
you love my city, don't you?
I'm not gonna lie. I love Tampa. Like the women was on me in Tampa. The women was on me in Tampa. I was like, wow, this is so different from Miami. This was so different in Miami. I love Tampa. I want to go back in Tampa. That's why I was like, if I can somehow just manage, like even when I dance, or even when I went to like certain clubs or whatever in Atlanta, even when I try to wine or whatever, I kept feeling it. I kept feeling like pain. I was like, man,
Mm.
and yeah, I've been taking like 6 medications so far just to try to numb the pain.
Well, let's try to wrap this up because we're
Yeah,
almost at 3 hours and I got school in the morning.
me and you
So
both.
look,
Me and you both.
I got to be back up in 3 hours at 6 o'clock. But look, me and my crazy
I can
ass.
say this.
But I know. Hold on one second. Wade was saying sue the club. Copper is saying you should try ice baths at Montez. And I'm gonna let Timothy say what he got to say, and then we'll get off here.
No, I just want to no, I just want to really say any weirdos come up in here and be weird and acting being stupid, disrespecting this platform. You gotta deal with me. You gotta deal with me. So you know what
Uh
I'm saying? Be a man and come up when I come up. So,
oh.
so all right, that's all I want to say. But no, I'll say the last word. Y'all go ahead and finish it. So I'll say the last word. Go ahead.
Nah, that's what's up. I knew you came up here to defend me because as soon as they did that, you came up here. That's what's up.
Yeah,
Shout out to you. You my security, right, Timothy?
I ain't right. I am.
Hey.
I don't play that. I don't play that. When come down, my ladies. I don't play that. Come down, my lady. That's what I'm feeling for. You know what I'm saying? And also I got my boy back. That's my boy, Montez. That's my boy right
Most
there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
most definitely Tim.
yeah, that's my boy. Yeah, yeah, I like him. He really cool. I listen to go to his platform, talk to him every now and then. And he's a good guy. He's a really good guy. And another brother of me. And I feel sorry for like what happened to him. You know what I'm saying? And that made me upset because I feel like, and I do feel like, now don't get it wrong. Now I feel like that was a setup. I said that when someone sets you up like that and nobody don't do nothing about it, and I feel like that's a setup. The way she did it, so that's how I feel. My opinion.
And my bad. One more thing, Vibes Cream. I didn't like that. I didn't like that. The worm had so much to say about me, and while I was healing, so I was confused. I'm like, I ignore you, I'm not saying anything bad about you. Like, why is the worm mentioning my name for anything?
Montez, they gonna always talk. Let me tell you something. If you ain't got them the streets talking and you ain't got nobody trolling you on troll accounts and all of that,
It's like
that's a
it's like
part of the game.
But I don't even have raid or pesticides. I'm not outside going outside looking for worms or like hand me down what's the I hate to say it like this, tricks that were unbalanced pH balances. I was like, I got shot. I didn't mention you. Why did you mention me? Even her girlfriend didn't even mention me. So I was like, she must be on another rocker tonight, I guess. So I was kind of confused. Then she
Golden,
deleted the live.
Golden, that's you?
It is, yes.
Okay.
Um, I wanted to ask Montez a question. Have you reached
Hmm.
out to the detectives
Yeah,
to
I reached out
inform
to
them
him.
about this lady,
No,
so
not
that
yet.
they can reach out to her and question her, um, give them her information, and let them know that she might know something or could be a suspect.
You do get it though, Golden, right? That sounds suspicious.
Thinking that maybe she had set you up or tried to.
And that's how I thought too. Someone else told me that.
I don't know what's going on with Golden tonight. She done fell down already. I think it's her phone or her service connection. That's the right word tonight.
Yeah, cause the reason why I said this was set up, cause I feel like, you know what I'm saying, like the way you was explaining the story, you was telling people the story, and I had a old friend of mine's that he dealt with the same problem. He had the same problem, and then a woman set him up, the same situation, and that's the way I feel. I'm like, yeah, that sounds just like a setup. Cause the way you say you got shot, and the way she didn't help you, cause to be honest, if she would love you, she wants you, she would like be in an ambulance with you while you was going to the hospital. She would be
Facts.
there holding your hand and saying, "Baby, you're gonna be okay. I got you. You're gonna be okay." Holding your hand. You know what I'm saying? Like
She
showing
was
you love.
nowhere present on when I got on live at all. So it's like when she was nowhere present when I was on live. So it's like that's really suspicious. Even if I got out the car, it's still like I rode with you there. You wanted to go to the hood club. You was adamant of going to Campbellton, but it's like I'm good. Like that's what I say. Like I just learned my lesson. Like Dr. Umar said, I gotta stop messing with raw meat.
Yeah, cause you at the hospital, and that's why I look at it. If she was like really like, if she was so innocent, if she was innocent, she'd be at the hospital with you while you was laying there by yourself. And only person who seen you there was Marcus. Came and saw
Yeah.
you. And what was she? She was nowhere around.
Not at
So
all.
therefore, that's why I said you need to talk to the detective, make sure, cause I think she have something to do with that. I think she know that guy who shot you, and I think she know more, and she thinks she know. I think she set you up. That's why. That's the way I feel, brother. I promise, 100%, 100%. She set you up. Real talk,
That's
for real.
that's what I think too. And
Yeah,
she said
seriously,
she's not gonna snitch on nobody.
exactly, exactly.
Yep. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the castle, get good content. Y'all make sure y'all actually support Vibes Queen. Her cash app is up. She's tired and everything. I'm tired, y'all. I definitely enjoyed this talk tonight. I'm out of
I'm,
here, y'all.
how did you find out we was live?
No, someone I forgot. Someone had told me in the
Someone
chat.
left you a comment. They talking about you in the castle, right? I know.
And
I just
then I
know
do
somebody was gonna
subscribe to
come
you.
tell you.
I do subscribe to your YouTube channel, so anything that you post is gonna go up there anyway.
Oh, okay. Well,
I have
shout
it
out to
set
you
up where
for.
like if you and Marcus go like live or drop any information or anything, it goes directly to like my notifications.
Can you do something for me, Montez?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you please go take your personal business off that tab?
No,
F
no.
them. You ain't got nothing to prove to the world. That's your business, okay?
Yeah.
It's been up there long enough. I mean, come on.
I just didn't like. I didn't want no one to say, "Oh, he's a genius. He fabricated Grady Hospital paperwork," and that's like, But I'm
Yeah, I
gonna take it
know.
down.
But it been up there. That ain't their business. Let them believe whatever they want to believe.
I just noticed like they just do not like me the way I put like my stories, and I'm put the way basically the way I made it sound so animated. There's like, I don't believe this guy. I don't believe this guy. That's like, I don't need to lie about nothing. I didn't lie about the shrimp at all, and I told you that straight up. Why would I need to lie about anything else?
Well, it's been proven now that you were shot. Okay, unfortunately. So,
And she left me. And
yeah. But take
thank you,
care,
though.
hon.
Most definitely. All right, then. Have a good night,
Montez,
y'all.
All right.
It's
There
a-
go. Uh-oh.
Montez,
He's
is he still
gone.
there? He's gone.
Mm-hmm.
I've been having problems tonight with this StreamYard or something. I don't know what's going on. I was going to
I'm
tell him that
glad
he
they
needs to.
came up because, baby, I would have been a fish out of water. I really ain't had nothing to come live to talk about. That's why I say open panel.
Well, remember I told you just go with the flow. Hey Geraldine, I hope everything is going well with you.
Hi, Miss
I wanted to
Jardine.
tell Montez to reach out to. I don't know. Do they have victims of a crime out in Georgia? He needs to reach out to victims of a crime, but he definitely needs to reach out to that detective because something ain't right about that woman. Let them
Mm-mm-mm.
ask her. Let them question her and watch how that story starts changing or she starts stuttering. They can question her and then question her again, and it ain't gonna be right. Something ain't gonna be right.
Yeah. But shout out to you, Timothy. You see, Timothy don't play about us. He said he don't play about his ladies. Okay. That's
Timothy
what's
said he
up.
don't play about the castle at all.
Not Queen Castle.
yeah, because nobody don't mess with the ladies up in here. You know what I'm saying? If you call yourself a man, you come up in here and face me when I'm here. You don't face me when I'm gone. Trying to come up in here when I'm gone and no man around. But when I come here, men come up here, they want to run. They want to run like some little girls. They want to talk some bull crap and leave and run away. But I'll tell you right now, you can run all you want to. But when I catch you, I go to catch you. And when I do catch you, it's not gonna be pretty. But I'll tell you, and anybody could come and get it.
Uh-oh.
Uh-uh.
Did y'all hear that?
Mic drop. It's a lot of mic drops. Listen, Marcus is hilarious. Did y'all hear Marcus? Oh, he done came
I
in through
missed some of Marcus.
gasoline. Listen, all I know is Marcus done came out here and threw gasoline on the YouTube streets, and I see several lives.
Uh-huh.
I see several lives in our future. He said, right, Betty? Marcus said, wait a minute, this about to be the weekend, and Sunday is the biggest day. Let me come out here and be messy. He said, what took me out was when he said something about G Pony.
Yeah.
And then Betty
Marcus,
didn't waste no
darling.
damn time to drop down and talk about there's no record of it. I'm like, oh Lord. You really
Marcus,
saw?
darling. So I guess it was
Yes.
for real because he's really been paying attention. I was waiting like another month to see if it was a rental.
But Betty said ain't no record of it. And then somebody did drop down the chat and said Marcus Darling as soon as he went up on the panel. That was Wendy actually. Hmm. Wendy?
Yeah.
It's only one person called Marcus Darling.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So Marcus made his rounds tonight, huh, Geraldine?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing, Miss Jardine. It's so
Mm.
good to see you. Look at Raquel. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch Lemon with him over there. But Marcus spilled a lot of tea. He talk about you was here for the Dominique part and Polo and all of that.
No,
Oh, you definitely got to rewatch this live.
I sure do because I was asking him about that. I needed to tea what Dominique said about Polo, and he said he wasn't like gonna, touch on
Uh,
that much. I
yeah, because
definitely got to do some rewinding because if I missed that, that was for me. He knows that I asked him about that.
yeah, that's what I plan to do is pay more attention to his videos and leave these weirdos out here alone. Start breaking that down.
He
Not
missed the
breaking. No,
tire
the last
patch.
time. Yeah, he was talking about the eye patch too. You definitely missed a lot.
Well,
He
yeah,
said
I
he's
was busy. I was trying to multitask. I did miss a lot. I got to go and rewind and watch it. He was telling all of the stuff that he knew I wanted to hear, and he should. Oh, God, yeah, I got to go
yeah.
back.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Definitely. But yeah, let's get off here, y'all. Timothy, you have anything else to say? Or Golden? I don't
No,
want I don't want I don't want to rush y'all. I mean, if you have
no,
something to
I'm
say,
good.
Golden, I can wait.
I'm good. It's 3 hours, and I know you. You have a family. It's time to wrap it up, and we'll see everybody tomorrow.
Yep, to be continued.
Yeah, because it's
Here
gonna be a
I am.
lot of talking tomorrow anyway.
Yep,
Now,
for
Betty,
real.
yeah, I wanted to hear about this. What Betty was saying was, did you check the federal courts for that, Betty? I got to start doing my little research too
There's been so
because
much going
that
on. My
that
bad.
was the thing. Like, I didn't see her posting a receipt. I can't trust these people, even if it's the truth. They got to post receipts like that. That other one over there just making stuff up. No. You
Even
coming
when
over
you
here? I'm sorry.
even when you call somebody on the phone, I don't believe that either. Cause that could be a homeboy. You say, "Hey, I'm finna go live." Answer the phone and act like you the police. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't
Girl.
believe in. She said
Mm-mm-mm.
it's nothing there.
That's because they know all these people over here. They be just believing all that. See, they don't want nobody like me who go behind folks and check stuff. Oh yeah. So that's why my kids really don't play with me like that because they always knew when they would tell me something, I'm gonna go behind them. And it ain't even about thinking that a person is lying. I just like going behind people because I want to be able to say I saw it. I verified it. My daddy taught us that years ago. And trust me, like how people don't like Golden, that's something it's nothing new, okay? People don't like people going behind them either. If you all could hear the stories that I could share, people don't like for folks to go behind them either, especially when they're not being truthful. They don't like smart people. And I'm glad Batty did go behind it. And I'm going to check it too when I have a chance. But I'm going to get on
But
off of here, vibes.
but wait, now I wanted to ask Batty something. When she initially came in and said that it was nothing there, you said something about you gonna break it down, Batty? If so, when you going live? Tell us so I'll definitely tune in. If I misunderstood what you because it's been a while since she said that comment, but I think that's what she said when she came in, that it was nothing there. And if I remember correctly, you want to talk about it or something. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm a little tired. But
Yep.
let's
Well,
see if she
wait.
says she's gonna go live. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And you know what, Wade? See, that's what I know about these little nigglets on here that want to come on here talking about she talk too much. My mouth, you know what? My mouth, like how I remember I saw somebody make a comment about MGO one time with her mouth. These mouths over here, we get money. We make business and things happen. See, you little nigglets, y'all sit back and don't say nothing because you don't know how to speak up for yours. Okay? So I'm just gonna tell you that. This mouth over here has helped nonprofits bring in thousands of dollars. This mouth over here knows how to market her own business, okay? Where I could sit on YouTube all day and I could still make good money, okay? That's what goes on with this mouth over here. And yeah, and you know what, them white peoples that y'all like to make it like, oh, yes, I got the white people over here, you know, yeah, they don't like golden either. You know what, the white people, they respect me because they know it ain't too many of me with this skin color that can do that, okay? Thank
What
God for the parents I had, especially my daddy.
Maddie said, this weekend I'm going to see if my guest will come up and she could break it down as well because she works for the court. Okay, Maddie. Definitely schedule it, girl, and I'll share it out and we'll come over there and all of that. Okay, because I don't look people up, girl. I don't even be knowing what I be doing, so I don't even try. That's out of my ballpark. I don't know nobody else. I don't know. It just ain't my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go on and jump down so you can wrap it up, play my song, turn it up. Then I'm going to have to rewind it and
It,
listen at all the tea that I missed.
it was crazy because you was bashed, but you like, child, please, I ain't got time for that.
See, it's only 12 o'clock my time. It's about 3 o'clock. See, I still got time to watch it before I wrap it up for the night. So,
No, I'm saying, you know how that thing bashed you yesterday, but you like, child, please, I ain't giving that my energy.
no. Mm-mm. I have to remember, see, these people are just not even people that, them type of people. I don't even fool with them kind of people in real life. Like, for real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, protect your
anyway,
energy.
yeah. Yeah, exactly, Copper.
But
They ain't
listen,
raising no fools. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do with mine. I tell mine, you ask questions, you verify stuff, you go behind folks when they say stuff, all of that. Don't come telling me what the lady said. I don't give a damn what the lady said. Look into it. No. My daughter, she can tell you. She had to learn too, because you know, kids don't like to believe that their parents know what they're talking about. But she learned very quickly when she was young. Don't tell me about what you can't do or what they said the rules are. Uh-uh. Anyway, she didn't show nothing but a bunch of she but
I,
she could show a police report.
I
You
was
see what I'm saying?
wondering, I was wondering what was so different this time than 2023. Because 2023, it wasn't nothing for it to be on a community post. It was a whole community post showing everything, name and everything, county, everything. So I was
They
wondering
think,
what was different this time.
like my
And
great grandmother used to say, who was born in 1908. Yeah, those are the people who I learned from, okay? Folks think you crazy. Folks will think you crazy. And I know that. And they can't stand me because I'll go behind them. I'll check, I'll verify, I sure in the fuck will. Maybe if you had some people in your village that knew how to do that, maybe y'all wouldn't be so damn dumb. Not too bad. I'm just saying in general, for the ones that sitting in the clouds, always trying to come drop down in a fake account because they a punk talking about Golden talk too much. And that's why you ain't got nothing, because Golden know when to talk too. Okay? And Golden knows when to shut up. See, that's the difference between me and y'all.
well, I'm gonna say this for myself: whether there is paperwork or there ain't no paperwork, I don't care. I don't care about that lady. That's all they say. Go then, lady.
No, I'm gonna
The
tell you
Nola
what.
accent.
Oh yeah, with that lady. I don't care about that lady. I'm telling you, she was giving commentary. See, I pay attention to when they talk, and that's why I said the other ones over there are slow. The way that other one over there, how she keep contradicting herself and then trying to manipulate and trying to create the story. Like, I ain't gonna even talk about it. But anyway, I noticed some things about her too. Now, I did like how she would give commentary, but I started seeing the unethical stuff and the stuff that was not credible that she was doing. And I didn't like that. Don't come giving me no damn commentary and I'm supporting your channel and you giving me some BS and lying. You know what I mean? I'm on the wrong channel now that you're lying and then you trying to play me for stupid. You ain't just playing these other ones for stupid, but you trying to play with my intelligence. Now I got a problem with it because now you're trying to insult me. And that was my issue with that woman over there, Copper. For real, for real. And I've already said before, she's got some good in her, but that bad outweighs the good of her. And I meant that. Then she got folks over there running their mouth and they sitting over there following that old goofy stuff. Man, I'm like, man, there's more slow folks in the world than I thought. Anyway.
Anyway, one person in that chat typing in the middle of the night. Like, make it make
Girl.
sense.
And that
I
one there,
mean, I don't respect nobody that go live and talk shit, then run and hide the video. Now, leave it out. Like, why you hiding it?
I don't know if that one there really believes it or she just feels sorry. You know, I'm not going to lie. You know, there are people like when you know a person is full of it and lying and they really feel, you know what I'm saying? You just kind of want to kind of comfort them where you'll just say anything to make them think you believe it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you know they lying. So like I said, I don't know if that's what's going on or they just really that slow. But I'm thinking that other one, I'm thinking she knows that it ain't the truth, that she ain't being truthful. She just going with the flow because she like her, trying to get along with her. And she don't want her to, you know how you don't want a person to know that they've been busted and you know they've been busted. You want them to just kind of, I don't know if you guys have ever, been in that kind of position. But please. We must be talking about different folks.
Platinum? Yeah, because Platinum Child was called a YAG today. YAGGOT.
Okay, see, that's what I'm saying. I ain't been watching everything. I'm reading these comments, and what I'm saying ain't kind of collaborating with what I'm saying. I mean, it's not pairing. Okay, so I guess I'm talking about one thing and y'all talking about something else, but I agree with it
we
all.
listening.
Shit.
No, we listening to you.
No. I'm just behind apparently. And she got a jungle pookie now out here swinging his paws for.
It's the names for me, Jungle Pookie.
Oh God.
Done with you, Plat.
Plaid, I'm telling you what it is that when you don't, there's a whole bunch. These people on this internet, I don't know if they do a lot of this stuff and say this stuff because they hide behind the screen, but it's definitely a different breed for real. Or it's just really some folks you just would never deal with in real life. For real, for real.
Y'all are hilarious.
But I know Vibes got a family and some babies. And so y'all, we got to see each other tomorrow. It's definitely going to be a lot to talk about. Especially if Marcus came on, especially because Marcus came on and all of what he said, people like to
Even
critique him.
even if Marcus didn't say nothing, but he came on the panel, it still would have been something.
Right. Well, the fact that Marcus, and then I heard Marcus was on Lemon's panel, baby, it's about to be some hell. They can't wait until the morning time to start hollering and screaming and cussing.
Batty say it's always on a Sunday. Well, this Sunday about to be real interesting.
Yeah. And Betty, yes, I definitely got to hear what you got to say, but I got to pull this case. As I was already thinking, I ain't seen no receipts. Now I saw a police report, but they know what kind of people they following. That's following them anyway. What? Uh-oh. Platt 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 ain't playing today.
Can't nobody tell her how to feel. That was
No.
her child that was called a YAGGOT. Okay?
Right. Right. Can't nobody tell her how to feel.
Mm-hmm. Your feelings are very valid. But it is. Oh, girl. But
I
thank
mean,
you,
people
Plat.
have
I did give you a shout out in the beginning because it was brought to my attention that Platinum was in my defense today when my back was turned. I wasn't on here. So that's what's up. You had my back. I did give you a shout out in the beginning of this live.
Betty, from what I'm hearing, it was a federal case, because if it's supposedly something that all 50 states can receive, I need to look into this. Apparently it was supposed to be in the federal courts. Whatever it is, it's something
Well,
but sounding
Plat
all the way
now.
right about it anyway. Huh?
Well now Plat can go get her last 79 subscribers, right? Plat, I see a song coming in my future, all of that.
Girl,
Okay.
Platt is about to be, when she get off of here, Platt is, instead of going to bed, Platt is about to start writing some rhymes.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It sounded like it was supposed to be a federal order.
Mm-hmm.
We'll look
Yeah,
into it.
yeah, we're still here, worried, but we're leaving. You said they give you a copy when you leave the court. Two of them, hold up. Let me put it up.
They
Two
do
of
give you a
them.
copy. They definitely give you copies.
Yeah, and I mean, in order for somebody to say you're not doxing their name, you could have at least scratched out the last name, but show the first name, you know. But it is what
When
it
we saw the
is.
police report, so why wouldn't we see something like this?
Mhm. Yeah,
And
yeah. She
also,
said she
unless
know
things
your
have
son go.
changed, I don't know how federal works versus local, but it's definitely more than a year. I think with local, now it might be different with federal. I need to look into it. But when you get an order for locally, it's, I think, a 3-year order, if I'm not mistaken. It's
And
a few
whoever
years. It ain't no year.
whoever was on that phone was saying that basically all the officers in the entire country have access to it. So I don't know why it's not coming out. I don't know why you keep on spelling out what was said about this lady's son. Because I have to censor my words for YouTube. Carol, you everything I did all night, you have an issue with it. But I want to know though, like you say you was in the bushes forever and you don't never come out. But tonight you just come out and it's like everything I say, you have a problem with it. Like, what's really good? I don't think you gave me one positive reaction all night. It's just all negative, negative, negative. I thought this was a safe space. Now it's because I'm spelling out the word. Do you know how YouTube works? Do you know that you could get flagged for saying that word if I actually say the real word? I need my channel. All right.
Well, we're going to get down to the bottom of it, and we'll verify all this.
We have bots and all kind of stuff going on that pick up on words. Okay. Why I keep spelling out? I'm telling the audience what was said about her son. I guess that's a bad thing too, y'all. Let's get up out of here.
Okay, I'm gonna drop
So
down so you
so
can
I
wrap it
guess
up.
I guess when they talk about my son and I spell it out, oh, that's bad too, right? I don't get it, but hey.
Man, so play my song. I'm dropping down. Good night, vibes.
All right, Timothy, you have anything else to say? Good night,
Oh,
Golden.
good night, Timothy. I forgot he was up there. He was so quiet. I guess he was securing. He was watching the scene,
Yes, that's
securing
what I
the
do.
castle.
Yes, that's what I do, Golden.
That's right.
I watch like an eagle, and I fly like an eagle. But I'll tell you right now, I'm a fire you cannot put out by water. I will
All
not.
right.
You cannot retain me because I am what I am.
Here we
Strong.
this is the last time I'm gonna address something and then I'm going. Caro said, well, don't say it at all. Well, this is my channel, Caro. I'm free to say whatever I want to say. Now you're gonna say everyone know what was said. We all know what was said. How many people up in here miss everything that was said every day and have to depend on me to come live and tell y'all what was said in order for y'all to know what was said? Because majority of the people that watch my channel is because they be at work and they don't miss the tea and they trying to get caught up. So you just assume that everybody know what was said. No, they don't know what was said. They waiting on me to tell them what was said, right? Anyway, that's what's up, Tim. Thank you for having my back. All right.
You already know. You know I got you. I'm tell you right now, I ain't no silly right now.
Queen
It's not no joke.
Castle.
It's real talk though. Cause I'll be like, I ain't gonna allow that nobody to come and disrespect you on your own panel, and I'm not gonna tolerate no one talking crap and being disrespectful to you towards you on your platform. Cause it's like this. When I'm gone, they want to show up and act crazy. But when I'm here, they all want to get right. They don't want to be found. They want to run. So that takes right there. They are not a man. Cause a real man will come up in here and apologize. A real man will
Yeah.
apologize.
Oh, they got blocked from StreamYard, so they can't even come up here anymore. We don't tolerate the N word over here. We love all people.
Right,
Okay?
right, right. 'Cause I don't care what
And
color you
I'm not fond of the white jokes and this and that and whatever. I'm not fond of that either. Some of my closest people that's closest to me are Caucasian, so
are. Right. Same with me. Yeah. I mean, I got friends who Caucasians and everything like that. And I don't. Let me tell you something. I don't like when people do that. Like, use a race card. Like, you don't need to do all that. You don't need to do all that. It's like it's to me.
mhm,
It's not worth it. It's stupid. It's ignorant. It's childish. Learn to be a
mhm.
grown up. Be grown. Grow up and learn how to respect each other. Stop. Stop disrespecting each other. Going on people platforms and using the N word or using the other words and everything like that. Don't stop doing that. Cause to me, what you playing out there, when you playing some bad seeds out there, it's gonna come back to you, and it gonna get worse in your life, harder for your life. Remember, uh, goes around, comes around. So remember that.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Well, shout out to everybody. What you was gonna say?
No. I just was going to say, like this one thing I want to say. Another thing before I go. I want to say like I'm always go like I say I always go be here, and I always going to make sure get disrespected like that again. Nobody gonna come up here and disrespect you like that. Or if I'm not here or anybody come and disrespect you, I always drop them. Especially if you got a weird feeling about them. Especially if they got a weird name. Any weird name on that name when they come up, I always block them or get them out of here. Cause that that's trolls. Most likely be trolls that be going around and playing with people, and and they're not serious in their life. You got people out there not seriously, so they gonna come up here and be funny, be crazy. So I always block people like that. And another thing, and I'm proud of you, and because you allowed my homeboy to come up in here and tell his story. And then I told you, this. What was this like 4 or 5 days ago or something like that? I think last week. Then I told you. Then I showed you my story, and I told you more people go come up in here and share that story about what they went through. And now you see your platform is growing. Your platform is growing.
You definitely did. You
See,
did.
did I say that? See, you see. So all right then. You have a good night, Cream Castle, and thank you for having me on. And I just want to say, God bless everyone, and Jesus love everyone. Y'all be encouraged, and I'll go pray for every one of y'all. So everyone have a good night.
All right. Have a good night.
All right,
Thank
good
you for
night.
coming up. All right, y'all. Whew. Have a good night, y'all. And thank you to everybody that hit the panel tonight. That person just now, I did try to block them. Somebody please make sure, because my other device is dead. It's not on anymore. So I hope I did it right from StreamYard. Yeah, we're not doing all that. All right. All that disrespect. Thank you, Wade. Thank you so much. Platt, can you please make sure that person was blocked for me? The last one that just was acting up. Thanks, guys. And thank you, Betty, for coming in and dropping that last bombshell. Woo! Girl, you just threw fire on the tea. Like you heated up or something. I'm like, wait a minute. Y'all done between Marcus and Batty and everybody that came up in here tonight, y'all was just tipping that kettle, right? We're hot tea y'all now. But shout out to y'all guys. Have a great Friday. And I'll see y'all later. Thanks, Platt. Thank you so much, Platinum. And I did play the song in the beginning. I did. I played one of the songs I haven't played in a long time for the intro. All right, y'all. Have a great day. See y'all later. Let me see. You're welcome. Thank you. Okay. All right, y'all.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Tough said. Okay. Okay. Dead Rose. Bitch. Let's go. You speak, but I don't say your name. Dead Rose, girl, you way too lame. Classy wear, bitch, you don't shine. Smiling in my face while you talk behind. That's foul. DQ chat, that was never plan B. I was still sliding through while you was trying to ban me. Big fish, war boy, you a guppy in disguise. You flip on your crew, Marcus, watch out, she lies. Hey, jealous hearted, greedy weak. Whole time hating, trying to play me. You lucky Jersey, ain't your block, cause I move like a storm and you move like a cop. Bitch, what? You always crying, you gon' do me wrong, but you the one who was dirty all along. Told lies on panels, ran your mouth, twisting up shit I ain't never said out loud. That's real fucking. Well, I rock for you, you was moving foul, plotting in the dark with a fake ass smile. You was shook, not loyal, not even real. And I stood tall, 10 toes, I'm the real deal. You ain't run nothing, just gas and gossip. Talking numbers, but can't even stay on topic. Big boss talk, girl, stay in your lane. You a whole dead flower in your life's a shame. Dried up. I was in VQ's chat while I still rock with you. So miss me with your plan B, fake ass view. Acting like I bugged you, nah, that's cap. You was hitting up my phone, trying to get the recap. Desperate. You love to tee the links to YouTube play. Now you lying like you ain't call almost every day. You hate me so much, but my song's still playing. If I ain't fuck with you, I'd leave that shit hanging. Talking about do I miss you? Bitch, miss me. You the one pressing play on the track from me. How the hell that song don't remind you of P? Sound like you missed the sis you claim you don't need it. Yeah. Keep my name out your mouth and my songs off your list. Dead rose, dead weight. Now get gone. Bitch, I don't do fake if this don't make you chill. Wait. Do you see what else I got? Fuck outta here. Y'all alert. It's the last time you say my name, bitch. Another page gone, another hoe. Who the fuck you talking to? Let's go. 5 foot fraud, always running your gums. Shut your mouth. Sound like a bitch when that pressure comes. Broken bank and little pocket with pride. Get a job. Grown women for a phone on live. Damn. Bills overdue, but you flash fake stacks. Twerking for likes, knees snapping on track. Knees gone. Claim you hustle, you ain't move no bag. Never. Only trap you run is the trash you drag. Instead of babies, drag it side, bitch. She deserve it. She deserve it. Pedo talk got you hot on the list. Bend over, Nola, the 5 foot fall. Lead back to bottom with no backbone at all. Strawberry lipstick, hips, blonde tip. Begging for bills with a prepaid flip. Twerking for crumbs, still dreaming of fame. Screens up, now you ain't got a name. Another one down, next one toast. We taking every back up just like the first post. Call yourself kin, that's comedy, sis. Quick, too stiff, and your shade don't hit. DL dummy, loud online. But nothing grown men every single time. Arguing with women, that's your lane. But this diss track proves we ain't the same. Twerking in that wig should've put you to shame. Now you tryna rebrand your tired ass name. Blonde hair flip with them hips too wide. You a cartoon bottom tryna fake nigga wide. Talk slick till a real one press you. Now you bent like the app that left you. Pedo behavior, that's a case in weight. Keep running your mouth, you gon' meet that fate. Dag in the mirror, gag in the mouth. Took another L when your Wi-Fi went out. Load the phone, no mods, no clout in sight. All gone. You a lonely ass bottom wearing women's tights. Bend over, no love, the 5 foot fall. Another fake Kim with no game at all. Wig stiff, bang low, ego crack. Whole channel gone, never came back. Working on YouTube, caught on tape. Tryna be bold, girl, pump your brakes. You a broke ass pedo, put this nigga on the list. From New Orleans to nothing, you won't be missed. Gone for them. You got dread, you got bad, you got bad. Bitch, stay off mine. It's gonna be worse next time.
Y'all alert! This the last time you say my name, bitch. Another page gone. Another hoe humble. Who you talking to? Let's go, bitch. Ah, bitch. Oh, let's go. 5 foot fraud, always running your gums. Shut your mouth like a bitch when that pressure comes. Broken bag and little pocket with pride. Get a job. Asking grown women for a phone on live. Bills overdue, but you flash fake stacks. That ain't real. Arguing with women, that's your lane. But this diss track proves we ain't the same. Twerking in that wig should've put you to shame. She saw it. Now you tryna rebrand your tired ass name. Give it up. Blonde hair flip with them hips too wide. You a cartoon bottom tryna fake new wide. The Nola, the 5'4", a backdoor bottom with no backbone at all. Straight spin. Strawberry lipstick, hips, blonde tip. Too much. Looking for bills with a prepaid flip. Get off line. Looking for crumbs, still dreaming of fame. Shout please. Screenshots up, now you ain't got a name. Another one down, next one toes. We taking every back up just like the first pose. Talk slick till a real one pressed you. Now you bent like the app that left you. Pedo behavior, that's a case in weight. Nasty peep running your mouth, you gon' meet that fate. Judgment tag in the mirror, gag in the mouth. Say I took another L when your Wi-Fi went out. No crew, no mods, no clout in sight. All you a lonely ass bottom wearing women's tights. Head bend over, no love, the 5'4". Another fake Kim with no game at all. Just wig stiff, bank low, ego crack. Whole channel gone, never came back. Never again. Working on YouTube, caught on tape. Explode. Trying to be bold, girl, pump your brakes. Skirt. You a broke ass pedo, put this nigga on the list. From New Orleans to nothing, you won't be missed. Got forever. You got drag, you got banned, you got bent. Bitch, stay offline. It's gonna be worse next time. Bitch, go be time for two. We done talking, now it's time to leave. Ain't no back and forth, bitch, please. Said what I meant, left the rest in peace. I don't chase no clicks, I just move in ease. Calm with the facts, bold when it land. Whole lot of grace with a mic in hand. No shouting matches, just point and glide. Castle closed down smooth, we don't collide. A little tea got poured in the room, stay cool. We grown in the castle, don't bend no rule. You came, you stayed, now log out clean. No shade in the chat, just soft and seen. If you vibe with truth, you already know. No extra talk, just let it flow. Subscribe if you feel it, join if you're grown. That member T hit different when it's your own. This ain't petty, this poise, this presence on cue. With a side of I see it, but I move with truth. I log off calm, no storm to chase. Just satin and standards in a sacred space. Catch me next drop, the doors open wide. But bring peace when you come, leave shade outside. We don't rush truth, we just let it right. Now dim that screen down, we good night. Good night, my people. Thank you so much for passing through the castle tonight. If you enjoyed the vibe, don't forget 5 subscribe. But if you really want the real, become a member. That's where the tea spill first. Real calm, real clear. Till next time, walk good, walk good. Stay blessed and mind how you move in these YouTube streets. We done talking, now it's time to log. Ain't no back and forth, I don't argue in blogs. Said what I meant and I meant that clear. Soft voice, sharp truth, cut clean in here. No chaos, no shouting, no drag for free. Just calm, cold facts with a little hot tea. If you came for the mess, baby, this ain't that. This castle built peace, yeah, we handle it flat. Don't wait on a clap back, I don't do performing. I exit with a beat, drop and leave without warning. Grown women talk, this the closeout flow. Where the vibe gets soft, but the pressure still shows. Subscribe if you get it, join if you bold. The membership heat ain't never been told. We spilling that first, real light, real still. But it cut through fake like a whisper will. This ain't petty, this poise, this presence on cue. With a side of I peeped it, but I won't move for you. I'm signed
signed off calm, no extra scene. Just lace on my steps and a crown that's clean. So catch me next drop, or don't at all. This castle don't chase, queen answers a call. The vibe don't yell, it just echo right. Now dim the screen down, we done, good night. Good night, me loves. Thank you so much for coming to the castle tonight. If you enjoyed the vibe, me ask you, subscribe. But if you really want to be part of the family, become a member. That's where the tea spill first. Quiet, clean, and always back. Till next time. Walk good, stay wise. And mind how you move in these YouTube streets.